All right. Hello and welcome to Business in Lahles. This time, 100% session 25. As we normally do, go around the table, check in with each of the players, and see how their week was. Let's start with Krev. We talked to you last night for a bit while we were playing some Valheim, but how was your day?
Good. Just keeping busy with work, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow because the treadmill that I ordered that was supposed to be here a month ago, is getting here tomorrow. So, yeah,
Nice. I mean,
yeah,
from the sounds of it, at least you know that it's working. It's been on high speed going 9 miles per hour the entire time, making its way to your house.
pretty
Yeah.
much. Oh no, it's been here in like my local city for a month. They just haven't been able to deliver it because they need somebody that's available to assemble it. So yeah, I don't know why that took so long. And I used to work in like that field of logistics of that kind of stuff, but I guess maybe COVID and everything is making things crazy. So I don't know. Anyways,
Uh-oh.
Maybe.
yeah.
Onyx, do you have a bunch of Mondays again this week?
Yeah, kinda. But I'm also in the process of moving, and that's challenging for my body, but it's getting used to it.
What are you talking about? Moving's the easiest thing to do in the world.
No,
I,
I'm not used to a lot of moving
I
because
think
of work.
it's top. I think it's rated top 10 for most. One of the in that somewhere in that ballpark range for most stressful things to have to do.
Yeah,
That's why
but
moving companies are so successful.
I mean, I don't hate packing. It's just my body hates it. 'Cause I'm old.
Well, after being a mover for a few years, I definitely feel you on that. That's why I'm not a mover anymore.
I can see why, for sure.
Reckon, how was your week? Get any more bidets?
Yeah, I actually doubled my amount of bidets. But doubled, I guess.
So it's funny you mentioned that because I just got a bidet as a birthday gift
Hey,
like 30 minutes ago.
nice.
Yeah.
I just figured we'd pick up where we left off last week with that. Just checking in, making sure you're
Pretty.
at least growing the collection.
Yep. Probably not going to put it on the kids' toilet, though. That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, I feel like they just play with it.
If you're not sitting down, it's going to hit the adjacent wall for sure.
I'm sure they would just find it humorous, to be honest. This kid, they laugh at.
And
I mean, honestly, I find that hilarious too.
plus, like, I mean, I'm not sure how old the kids are now, but if they think it's a water fountain, that might not be a good thing either, right?
I mean, technically, it's clean water coming out of the tap, so.
Yeah, but if there's like shit
But what I'm saying is that you don't want them to go to school, look over to their friend, and be like, "Where's the water come out from? I'm thirsty." I mean, I feel a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that getting real weird real quick, yeah.
Or your kids will just make a whole bunch of interesting new friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
better
all I
make
got.
sure that thing stays clean too, because spraying the water when it's not clean could be spraying other things than just water.
Fun.
Yeah.
Trace, how was your week?
Good.
Nice. Did you get any bidets?
Nope.
Oh, me either. Anything interesting, or is that about all we're gonna get out of you?
That's all.
Okay. Good to hear.
You know, I wanted to revisit the bidet conversation.
Sure.
But God help me, I can't remember what part of it.
Which one? The poop getting sprayed on the wall if the water's
No,
dirty?
no.
Or...
The main reason why at least I can't have a publicly accessible bidet is because whenever people come over to my house, they always fucking meme my bathroom. Christian, if I left a sex doll in my tub one time, that scared the shit out of me. Step in, I thought there was a person in my fucking shower. And then what was it? Alex decided to try and I used to have lights on my toilet for at night, and he decided to meme that.
We still have to get Christian back.
So point is, I just can't trust people with my guest bathroom. So I'm not allowed to have good things like
Well, now you won't have it.
Question.
publicly accessible bidets.
That's what you just explained implies that you either had the doll already at your house or he brought it over with that intent. So I'm kind of curious which one.
So it was a birthday party, and it was brought over with that intent as
Okay.
a birthday present.
Hilarious.
I
Because
hope
it was a follow up to the dildo party, wasn't it?
it was a follow up to the dildo party. Yes, slightly.
I feel like
That's-
our prior conversation where Trace was saying that he likes to make a whole bunch of crazy assumptions about Americans kind of just proved half of his statements true with what your story
Yep.
is.
And the thing is, I feel like he wasn't nearly crazy enough. He could have gone crazier.
Yeah.
You see,
Well,
that
He's done some crazy shit. It's Alex. You know, you guys don't know this kid. He's hilarious, but he's crazy.
That was like $200 worth of dildos.
have you ever had to classify those by?
How do you know this? Is what I want to know, Christian.
How don't you know this? I ask Matt.
That's a Thrustmaster 69,000. Oh.
What? Okay, back to D&D, y'all.
Is this a new weapon that you'll be
Doesn't mean
crafting?
I'm pretty sure it's just like a stick with multiple dildos stuck to it, like a mace.
Oh my god, that'd be so awesome. Like helicopter dicking, but
Oh my
like
God.
worse. Oh man, that'd be badass.
To impress a chick.
Fuck yeah.
D&D stands for Dungeons and Dragons, not Dick and Dick or Dildo and Dildo.
Dildo and Dickens. All right.
Wow.
So now that we've gotten Kyle banned off of Twitch,
No,
let's
like
continue.
as long as we're not playing Fate, we're fine.
It's like, your move, Kyle.
I'm just laughing at Christian's comments, that's all. I guess this is grade A content right here. Like, where else? It's like the real world meets D&D, I guess. I mean, they're not scared to be themselves.
I mean,
Why not?
It's a good party. What can I say?
I mean, Trace left 15 minutes ago, but other than that,
No, I'm still here.
are your other groups this wild in the pregame?
no.
I didn't think so.
Oh, well, we've known each other all too long, so I mean that's probably it.
I mean, I think you're probably the most inappropriate one in Friday, Matt.
Oh
And
yeah, 100%.
then I mean, if that's like saying much, I mean, but and then for Monday and Tuesday, I mean, it's got some slight inappropriate comments here and there. I guess. I mean, I think it's funny. I'm just saying I think it's, but people could see it that way, I'm sure. But anyways, while we try to steer this train back on track, who would like to take the lead for the recap?
All right. Honestly, I'm so far off track, I can't even remember. And I don't take notes, so.
We did a lot of like maintenance stuff. Like I was working on building my armor up. I think you guys were working on weapons, right?
Yeah.
Oh, gods. Now I remember. So much crafting.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Crafting
Right.
and accessorizing.
We made the whisper bow for Trace.
Yeah, about that, right? I mean, I was so excited last time that I actually forgot kind of a major detail. I mean, there's already engraved the name into my bow, but I assume that's like that's the human name for the bow, and it has an elven name as well, right? Just like in Tolkien. Because I actually named the bow when I made it.
When you translate it,
Sure.
it's got to have. It would technically have a different name. I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Or it could have been given two different names by an elven person and a.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
I mean, the way I look at it is it's your bow. If you want to say, like, it's got 8 different names, like, you know, make up stories for it. Pay a bard to start spreading lore or whatever. I mean, it's your, whatever
just
you
like, I
want to
mean,
do with it. That's your call.
I was so hyped last session about finally getting a better weapon that I didn't really think about it, but it says, like, I even had in the description of the weapon, it says it's engraved in silver and it says shadow on the bow. But I guess that's in silver, right? No one understands that but me. So it makes sense that it's a human name. And I'll call it Whisper, you know.
Honestly, whatever pleases you. It is.
Yeah, Trace does it to humor Kadir.
Well,
Yeah, sure,
I
it's
did.
Whisper, whatever.
I did try to name the quartet to like bully him a bit. So
So we made Whisper uh, or I guess another potential elven name, but a stringless black bow. The And for Rekid, we ended up with Nirvana, a spear made out of Umber Hulk carapace. That has onyxes, or not onyxes, but obsidian on the other end, capable of casting Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
For Erica / actually Onyx, we made the Wind Waker.
Yes, you did.
Which was a rapier capable of slashing wind blades,
Capable of fucking bitch.
so that she can now attack enemies at a distance, which she commonly finds herself at.
I kind of get a feeling that all the names like pop culture references, like Wind Waker,
Wind Waker
Nirvana.
is for sure.
Wind Waker.
Nirvana was not intended that way. I was mainly saying Nirvana because he's a monk.
Fair enough. That makes sense.
I mean, Kurt Cobain don't own that.
Oh,
And finally for myself, I tried to make a staff, a rod of the Pack Keeper, but unfortunately my luck finally shit out on me, and I only ended up with a +1. But I'm still very thankful it lasted so long, because I did get to make some bomb ass items for the rest of the party.
Maybe your
So-
luck needs a bidet too.
It was
You said
fun.
your luck shit out.
That was the only time I used potato salad too. So I'm pretty sure
Yeah, you cursed it.
potato salad is cursed now. It's pretty confirmed at this point.
I've been telling you that since Matt cursed it in a different game.
I should have listened.
it only works for me. You do realize that, right?
Last time I used potato salad on your character, Signa, I
He did
think
get
I
a natural
landed
20.
I landed a crit. So
But if you like play the recording of last session, you must realize that when I made the +3 quarter staff, I said potato salad. Just
No,
saying.
so it's only cursed for me, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
it's maybe cursed for everyone but Trace then.
That actually seems more accurate, because it worked when I was playing your character.
Makes sense.
Which, by the way, fucking artillery cannon that he is. I can't wait to see how good the bow ends up being.
Doesn't really change a lot, to be fair. But yeah,
Well, I mean, here's how.
it's a good utility. Yeah, I'll use it wisely. Don't worry.
Were there any more updates?
The let's see here. And honestly, if it's there will be my what was it, the diamond chisel unfortunately ran out. We did not check up on Orthanara. They kind of went their own separate way. We had a long talk with Bragdar, who we I feel like we kind of made up with him. He was semi-aggressive to us in the beginning, and he apologized to us. We apologized to him. I hope that he meant it. I feel like my character meant it, but I guess it still remains to be seen how that fully rolls out.
Yeah, he seemed a lot more
Conciliatory.
yeah, than we originally thought he was.
Yeah. At this point,
More
I feel-
empathetic. too.
Yeah, no, that's accurate. It felt that way for sure. I hope it. I'm really hoping that it is.
It was kind of the first time we've seen him be empathetic, though.
Yeah. We always see him like out there doing leader things, like not really associating with anyone.
I mean, when we thought that he had like potentially offed Orth and Nara, he was like flabbergasted we even
Thought of it.
thought of that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he was putting them in
True.
situations where they were likely to die.
Well, they were starting to become double agents, with the potential, ongoings of Samira potentially either, attacking or just waiting to attack.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So we also learned that Samira has not quite arrived, but that her army is nearby. And I can't think of any other. I think I'm finally dry on details. Did you have anything else, Matt?
Just I kind of upgraded, quote unquote, upgraded my armor. It's more just flavor at this point, but I added some of the stones I've been collecting to the studs of my studded leather. But now it's more stony than metally studded.
Well, and we heard the horn in the end, right?
The horn.
Wasn't it a horn we heard in the end? Like a warning
bell.
horn or something? A bell, there you go.
Right.
Bell, horn, almost the same.
It would be sick to have like a full set of like heavy stone armor, though. That would be so signature.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
got kind of lucky with my stat rolls though, and ended up with a heavy dex character. So it's kind of, but the idea would be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Maybe
like,
for flavor.
Yeah, that's it. It just reminds me of Dark Souls and like the hovel armor that shows up in every game, like this big ass suit of stony ass armor. So sick.
Yeah, I kind of thought that's what he was going for with what he had chosen with some of his proficiencies, and then deciding to stick with the medium. But
Actually, hold on. I don't think I can wear heavy armor. I don't think I have proficiency.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to make like armor for each of the things you turn into. So every time you turn into something, we try to like armor it up.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, druids don't get heavy armor proficiency. I totally forgot.
yeah, I mean, I figured you were gonna end up doing like some multi-classing stuff, but I have no
Yeah.
idea what your plans are fully. But does anyone have anything else to add, or are we ready to jump into tonight's game?
Like I said, I'm dry.
Same.
That's a good thing. I mean, I wouldn't like to play with you when you're wet.
You
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
know if you were, to be fair.
That's fair.
I loved the apprehension in his voice.
Can you hear how moist someone is? Over
Yes.
Yes.
Depends.
But,
Yeah.
Christian, do you have anything to add on that?
Moist?
Perhaps juicy?
All right. So we continue our story with this. Just as each of you have completed your long rest, I will need those who are looking to roll for HP, as we had held that off till the beginning of tonight. If you're going to roll for your HP, go ahead and do it now.
I did it. Did I do good?
holy
got
fuck.
max.
I got
Rekka
average.
did good.
All right.
I was going to say, I think yours is average.
You,
I just want to point out this is the third max I've got in a row.
Hey.
You're gonna become our tank real quick.
You
He
fucking
kind of
need it.
has been. He's just
Yeah.
been someone on the ground a lot due to AC. I'm
How,
guessing.
I mean, his AC's not bad either. I don't. He has like 18 or 19 AC.
Well, I mean,
how,
put Kadir up there. He's pretty much a warrior.
how much life do you have now, Record?
Put me at 53.
You have one more
Damn.
health point than me now. Then damn, you finally, your rolls
Yeah.
have paid off.
I have
I'm a-
50. I have 52.
You have 52?
Yeah,
Oh, you must have a high constitution then. A high constitution then.
16.
Yeah,
makes
that
sense.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes rolls pay off. Like I said, the first time I did my character and I was rolling, I had just broken into like 20-25 HP range at like level 5 as a fighter. So sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, the
Oh my-
fighter! Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
Like statistically, it should
But
yeah.
were you rolling every time and like rolling ones?
Yeah, pretty
your-
much.
Okay, I was
But,
gonna say,
Like
as a
I'm saying,
fighter,
like I
that's
can't
like-
remember like exactly the HP, but it was pretty low.
Right.
Does anyone else have any rolls for HP?
I'm
or
I'm
the rest
average.
taking the
yeah,
average?
average.
Average.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
If I roll badly, bad time. I would roll 20.
This is the second time I've rolled average in a row, so I think I've literally only gotten average.
I guess better than ones.
Yeah, no, by a long shot. I will take average every day of the week, but sometimes you just gotta roll, boy.
But with that, then, as each of you gain more power from your battle and world experience, and also power, as each of you were gifted some improvements from Kadir to a few of your items, as stated just a bit earlier. However, as the new day breaks on May 1st, year 1101, a bell begins ringing out, echoing through Lahles. Renus calls out for the twins to make their way into the basement, and the sounds of a bit of chaos and worry begin to break out on the street as you see the civilians quickly making their way to hide in their homes and alleyways. As each of you make your way downstairs, being a bit hurried in this manner, Renus will turn to you and just say, it sounds that there is some news on the horizon. Should make our way over to the guild hall immediately.
Are we taking bets on whether it's Snakes or Samira?
Yes.
What are you putting up, good record?
Oh, just going our luck. Probably both from well, one on both sides.
I could not hear a single thing you said over how muffled you were. You sound like an airplane pilot.
That was a pretty good description.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Weird. What he was saying was, doing our luck, we'll have each on both sides, right?
He still sounds bad, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it went good, and then when you started talking for record, then it went back to muffled.
I will try to fix them.
We're about to pull into Charlotte here in a couple of months.
It's looking like kind of a clear day.
Look out the window on your anyhow.
Well,
Before I
if
drive
each of you are ready, we should make our way as quickly as possible.
Yes, of course. Rekid will find his voice some other time.
Well, then with that, Renus will begin to lead each of you towards the Corn Silk Rat Guild Hall, which when you get there, you'll see that the doors are closed. The guild members acting as the guards for the front see each of you approaching, and they will address Renus and call out, Sir, Bradgar has made his way to the west wall. It reports that Samira's forces are on the horizon. Well, as Renus turns to Samira's forces are on the horizon. I think I said Renus, but then Renus will turn to you and then each of you and say, "Well, then we must make our way there quickly if there's an attack," and then begin to lead you all to the west gate and up to the west wall.
All right, follow.
As each of you make your way up, you can see that there are quite a few guild members making their way as the gates are closed and the portcullis is shut as well. You make your way up to the tops of the city wall. About 25 foot up is then when you'll see Bradgar sitting, looking out over to the west. He turns and looks to each of you, giving a smile as he sees Renus and then the lot of you following. Brother, I'm glad that you've made it here so quickly. As he greets each of you and then turns his attention back to the west. Out to the west, way out on the horizon, each of you can see signs of smoke. From the looks of it, 4 columns of smoke are rising from the west of the river where the bridge was destroyed.
Is the source of the smoke obscured?
No, it's just a black smoke. It just, I mean, other than giving the signs of fire, there's not much anything to obscure it. It's pretty clear out, especially at the height over the trees and everything that overlook the distance.
We can't tell that it's like campfires versus like war fires, can we?
No, that you can't tell. You can just see the black smoke.
Gotcha.
Could I roll a history check to know to remember what any of Mito's past war strategies were, like maybe slashing and burning trees or that kind of thing?
Sure, you can make that history check at advantage.
I mean,
Adding guidance. 24.
So, knowing that the strategies for war always change depending on the situation, you would know that there's various different types of things that the city of Mito has done in the past, in prior rulers on the Wheat Civet Guildhall as well. With this in particular strategy, you know that Samira plans to cut off trade routes to starve the city as much as possible, and kind of, play it slow, knowing that the Yuan-Ti are a present threat for the city of Lahles and Bradgar. But with that in mind, you would know that camps are always set up, little outpost bases where they just have everyone convene in preparation for their attacks. Whenever that may be.
But no history of scorched earth policy.
You would have definitely read a couple of things of that manner, but I mean, pretty much like all cards are kind of on the table. Like I was saying, like the strategies always change depending on the situation, but almost everything, would have been at least tried to some extent. Of course, you do know Samira's strategy here, though.
It seems at least somewhat likely that that Samira has been attacked by the Yuan-Ti. It is likely that she has set up forward camps to how you say siege and close any trade routes.
Have we tried contacting her?
I do not know. Bradgar?
No, I've had more pressing matters here with the Yuan-Ti. I've been trying to recruit and regain some of my resources while he had tried to deal with the portal in the sewers. But if that is Samira already set, well, then it seems that Yaren won't be able to make her way down here from the north.
Well, in that case, it seems if you said Yularen,
Yaren from the Violet Jaguar.
Yaren. Well, perhaps if we do know that that Yaren is coming, then we could consider a siege break. But I think securing resources will be eminently more important.
how much resource does Lahles have? I mean, what kind of time frame can Lahles survive without any problems? Do we know that?
We have a plentiful amount of resources. If need be, we can even cut back rations that are given out to the civilians and the guild members. And
Can you give?
as of the moment, no cuts have been made. No need.
But I mean, seeing the location of Lahles, I assume we still have access to the sea, right?
For the most part, unfortunately, with Samira's forces up to the north and then the Yanti down to the south. Some ships still come in from time to time, but we seem to be losing about 30% of our imports.
I was more thinking about simple fishing. I mean, we're close to the sea, right? I mean, that would be a source of food for a while, I assume.
A little bit. Not enough to feed a city such as this, but as I said, we could cut back rations if need be. I think that for the time, without cutting back, we would have about a month before things start to
good.
get a bit worrisome.
In that case, I believe we need to. I still think keeping when the cuts come, usually disease follows. Keeping resources strong is important to keep everyone healthy. Not getting to the point where those cuts must be made is, I would say, key.
Oh, from what Orth and Nalro were explaining, the numbers are expected to be in the thousands. I don't think that a siege or sending any amount of forces that way is going to be the best of ideas.
No,
I don't suppose they've turned up today. We haven't seen them in a couple days.
after all, they will have their own problems. They are an invading army very, very far away from home. Keep stashing that kind of army is expensive and takes many resources. They will not be able to stay here permanently. But if we have a lifeline, we can wait them out. However, dealing with the 1T seems the more imminent threat.
Have we, by chance, reached out to neighboring allies to flank the blockade?
Not as of yet, but I think that is going to be the most wise of decisions. Unfortunately, with Yarn not being able to arrive here, I don't wish her to run into any trouble along the way on the road. I should send word to her right away that she should remain at home and perhaps find other ways to assist. But as you said, we have a bit of time, and perhaps they don't have as long, especially being so far away. However, if this was her intent, we have to anticipate the worst. The Yanti being more of an imminent threat, more of a present threat, I should say. Well, opening more trade back up towards Whitebridge and Millstone seems to be the best of ideas. Luckily for us, we've sent Sir Riffin and about 10 others to go scout and clear the way if need be.
On the upside, the 1T will perceive them likely as a threat, as an army looking to aid Lahles in its time of need. I'm sure they will. The 1T will perceive them. Will have aggressive negotiations with them.
I do
If
expect
that
their
is-
time not to be pleasant, but with Goldshire at their rear, they do have plenty of dogs to avoid along the way back. They have plenty to ground to retreat upon, but maybe that will play in our favor.
I assume we have the same problem as we had earlier. We need to like figure out what we do, right? And I talk to just to the party.
I mean, should we just contact her? I mean, she's going to be attacked by the UNT. I mean, maybe her intention was to blockade us, but if it's as dire as it could potentially be with them being attacked, their plans might change. Maybe we can still save some kind of relationship with Mito.
That's fair, yeah. I mean,
I mean, when people are desperate,
we have
they do
proven.
funny
I think
things.
we still have the UNT, right? Did we kill it?
Oh, the interrogating one?
Yeah.
I don't remember what we did with him.
He's still in the cellar, locked away. He's been well taken care of for a prisoner, in my opinion.
But anyways, I think it's wise to start a communication with her. Tell her the lay of the land, if you will. And if she refuses to listen, then we must be able to do some psychology warfare on her followers. Make them see she's wrong.
Well, if I may have a small input, perhaps what you're kind of implying in a bit of a way may actually be one of the better ideas.
If we're going to do that, I think we need to find Orth and Naura.
Well, I was meaning to suggest if the Auntie will more than likely perceive them as a threat, then perhaps we can let their spirits be beaten down by the beast that they had said to have come to help protect us from.
Yes.
And then in time, after a few forces have clashed for perhaps a day or so, then we will be able to capitalize on how much their morale has broken.
I don't expect them to fare much better than what we have. I mean, as you know, the casualties are miserable.
We already know that with Orth and Nara, they lost how many? 45 men
Out of 50, something like that.
Yes.
on the battle of even footing.
90% of their forces.
I mean,
They will not without us.
well, how honorable is Samir? Like, would we be able to sit down and like sign a treaty between like both parts and say we don't bore each other until the UNT are dead or something like that? Would she respect something like that? Or is that a long shot?
I mean, with her plans to set up a, barricade or a blockade, that was kind of backstabbing to begin with, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, but is she aware of how big of a threat the UNT is?
I think she's about to find out.
Her opinions could change.
I have a
Unless
feeling she
Orth or-
probably underestimated them too.
Yes, unless Orth or Nara had conveyed on how many members that they had lost, which I'm more than certain that they must have. Especially without knowing her intents before, well, it was a bit too late.
I mean, wouldn't the first step of all this figure out where she stands? I mean, we need some kind of like, just being able to talk to her would help a lot, right? So maybe we should go out with a white flag or something along those lines and just
Or-
talk to her.
There's ways to communicate without traveling out there.
That's fair. But showing up would like show good intent from our side, right?
I mean, honestly, it's not safe to go out there. I think she'd understand. I
What
don't
about
have the spell prepared right now, but
How about Venus? Would he be able to set up some kind of like magical communication between us and her?
I could be able to do such a things, yes.
Well, I mean, I don't know a lot about war and conflict and so on, but I actually think that's a good call. That would be you having to do all the talking, of course, Kadir.
I am somewhat of the persuasion of Krev. I do not believe that we would be able to fully trust any deal made with her. So whatever we suggest would have to be riskless on our end.
Right. I mean, we have to assume that she knows that we know.
I would say it would be interesting to talk to her. She does not know that Orphan Nadra have turned, and so if we go there and act as if we still expect her to be on our side, well, that could possibly lead into beneficial conversations. Maybe she would reveal information.
Do we know for a fact that she doesn't know they've turned?
We don't. There's a possibility she has scryed on them,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe that she expected them to turn all along.
Did he know magic? Was he
Some of
just
her
like...
people do, I know.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. Is magic that common, Kyle?
Through the world, yes.
Okay.
Well, remember we were told before that her guard were the only ones allowed to use magic in
Oh,
Halo.
right, that's right, yeah,
So-
right.
Or the guild, rather, I think.
But anyways, I think we will learn a lot if we all of a sudden know that she's willing to ignore the UNT, then we should assassinate her or something along those lines, right?
Well, nonetheless, it seems that there's a few options on the table. We can try to open some lines of communications with Samira. However, one of the lines that hinders our trades needs to be broken. And with Sir Riffin heading off to the east, perhaps the next outlook should be perhaps to the south. I expect Sir Riffin back by the morning.
I think we should aid Sir Riffin, if only because opening up other lines of trade would break her blockade and make any position she takes much less. How do you say? Give her less leverage in any discussions.
Yes.
I think before we enter any discussion, we should end the siege via the east.
I agree. Numbers spread out thin don't mean much, to say the least. Even if they were to attack on all angles, we'd be able to defend the city with little to no issue, to say the least.
Of course.
But I mean, if you want to start breaking the blockade to the east, we will still engage in some kind of combat that's not versus the UNT. I mean, wouldn't it, seeing as we have a month, wouldn't it be prioritized to go for the UNT first then? Assuming we have a month of supplies.
The camps to the east are 1T.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, then it makes sense, yeah. I get that. Then we should do that.
We would not have to break in open combat with her, so there's no
Yeah.
bread loss, so to speak.
So I think that's a priority. And if we need to talk to her first still and just show her our intent of fighting the UNT first, not her.
If you wish. But
I think that's wise. I mean, it will
Brad,
make our intentions clear towards, so she knows exactly what we're doing.
well, I feel that we made our intentions clear the first time and she did not listen. I know her very little, but actions seem to matter about very little as words do.
Well, in general, that will make it more simple. If you still doesn't react to it, or like still just keeps like attacking us or whatever it might be, then we know for sure that we can assassinate her or go for her throat or whatever it might be.
While this whole conversation's going on, I'm going to start ritual casting a spell.
I'm going to turn around and say, "Let's go."
I need 10 minutes.
Bradgar, which is your preference?
Well, to be fair, if we open up the lines to the east, make sure that that is secured, as sending you as backup to Sir Riffin, I'm sure that that will be accomplished with a bit of a breeze, if you ask me. Some of the more formidable individuals in the guild, to say the least. And then if we have the east open, then we have a bit more leverage with our discussions with Samira. Having another established trade route in order to get in some more supplies will give us a bit more leverage, as you said.
Well, in that case, I am interested in going to the east. Rekid, you have been quiet.
Can you hear me correctly now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, maybe.
Ah.
Depends on when you start playing your character.
It's me, this disembodied person now. He sounds good. Kind of itching for the good old rush of combat, you know?
Nice. Do we have any word from any of the cities that's like further to, like, I guess we can go like follow the road to the east, like Golden Leaf, Clacton, Swanford, and so on?
I mean, other than knowing, some people from there, from when first arriving to Lahles, just interacting with some NPCs here and there, and then there being a bit of trade from those areas. That's kind of it.
Okay.
Well,
And assume we have some kind of like military knowledge, if you will. Do we know if there's any standing armies down there in any way?
Just like militia, like guards, but no like standing army.
What about Raven's Haw? I guess a little further away.
Ravenshaw, yes.
Raven's Haw.
Yeah, fair enough. Sure.
Hee-haw, motherfucker.
That's
Sorry,
a
that was
name.
funny.
Yeah.
I think Raven's Haw is might be a little bit better.
Well, actually, it almost looks like there is a little bit of a space
Yeah,
between
that's
S and
what-
H, so
that's
I
what-
can see
that-
why you got that. Yeah,
It's the exact, because the line, right? That goes.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was still really fucking
I'm-
funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But anyways, basically they have an army, right? Or whatever. that might
From
be, a
your
guild.
understanding, I mean, how most of the world works, these larger cities have guilds for the most part, and
exactly,
the guild members as the guards and army, if you will.
Well, I think my personal vote is to the east.
I agree.
Racket, Krev.
I'm fine with either.
All right, and finally Onyx.
Either is fine.
All right. Well, in that case, let's suit up. We should avert spending too many resources this early into the campaign.
Yes.
Please allow me to be the first to expend my resources, seeing as mine. I have a little bit more pep in my step than Krev, I will say.
Your pep refreshes more frequently. I would not say you have more pep, though.
I'm a better sprinter than marathon runner. Does that make you feel better?
I don't know if that's the right analogy.
Well, from his stature, I would assume that he's not very good at both.
You would be correct.
Until he shapeshifts into a wolf and then he beats us all.
Yes. Anyway, is my ritual finished?
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, we can all breathe water for the next 24 hours.
How many people was in Lahles again?
What?
How many people lived in Lahles again? Kyle?
Let me just pull that up real quick, and I'll give you the number.
Like I just want to get a picture. I mean, comparing to like Mido and what is it called Darkwell?
Approximately 44,000.
Okay,
Wow. For
it's a big city. Yeah,
for a medieval type city, that's massive.
it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If we go by water, we can now breathe underwater. And if need be, I have the other one that can let us walk on water.
Well, I suppose that will make it easy to sneak up on people.
Yes.
We will, in that case, do we have any information about the camps to the east and their specific locations, perhaps by pointing on this map?
Other than that, it's somewhere along the East Road is practically all we're aware of. That's why my plan was to send each of you a few days ago, but then when deciding to take a bit more of time to rest and heal, I'd sent Sir Riffin. As I said, he should be back in the morning.
I couldn't hear like the first half of that. I'm sorry.
Your mic kind of went out and it came in at the end.
Oh, he was just saying not much at the moment, and that's kind of why he had sent Sir Riffin.
Very well. In that case, so you know that there are camps along the road. That there is camp along the road, but is it in between here and Whitebridge, or in between Whitebridge and Millstone?
In between here and Whitebridge is the assumption.
Very well. In that case, I believe I am ready to head out.
It seems that the day is going to be long for me here. We'll be keeping an eye off to the west until news is brought back. Whatever you will find to the east.
Very well. As always, it has been a pleasure.
Indeed.
Well, good luck. And, Venus, I'm sorry to raise the alarm so early. I'm sure you must have been worried. But I will need you to return to the sewers and keep an eye there, as you had been doing the past few days. Venus will give a little bit of a nod and turn to the rest of you and just say, well, if you all will find anything of note, please do quickly bring it back. Any sort of information that we can gain, having a bit of a time limit at the moment, is going to be well received.
No doubt. We will seek to catch up with Riffin as soon we can. And then I leave.
I already left.
So, everyone heading out. Trace a bit ahead. Guessing
I just walked away a few feet just to annoy you. Correct.
just a bit down the stairs.
No,
Yeah.
like 5 feet.
Getting the poor man's rabbit on.
I from when he originally said that he left, I assumed that he was like a mile ahead at this point.
No. I just like took a few
He's-
steps
he's
to
sprinting.
apply. To apply, I was walking.
All right. Well, then from the sounds of it, each of you should be ready to go. Can make your way to the eastern side, which is one of the first times that you've been back to the east side of Lahles after a bit of the issues there, and you can see quite a bit of damage done to the buildings and other structures around. Some of the statues broken, ground torn up. You can see some walls stained blood or stained red with the blood. assuming from both guild members, the Innocent and Yanti. But eventually, you make your way to the east side of the city, where the gate is closed along with the portcullis. But as you make your way up, the guild members will give you each a salute and then just call out, "Well, you all don't seem like the normal lot that relieves us from duty. What are you all doing so far out here?"
I'm sorry, where are we currently?
On the east side. I'll move your token.
Got it. We are part of an expeditioning party. We are heading to clear the road east.
The Riffin headed out a few days ago. Not many people have gone to the east after finding out there's been Yanti along the road. But, well, no, I'm not sure exactly what makes you all so eager to get out there, but, well, I'm glad it's a lot of you. I've heard what you've done over on the west side, and, well, stories have spread fast. But I'm not going to hold you up. Open the gates! He calls out, and a few of the guild members begin to pull on some of the wheels as the chains clink and the gate portcullis begins to rise. And soon after, they open the gate.
What is your name, good sir?
Thomas.
Ramus? Do not lose faith. If we all do our duty together, we will make this.
I'm just tired of losing friends. This little bit of time just seems to have almost been a full lifetime of disappointment.
I have good news for you then. We are not your friends. Was that too dark?
Just a little bit, Trace.
Well, nonetheless, you still bring us hope. If you don't consider me a friend, then that's for you to say, not I.
I walk past him.
Feelings hurt, though.
My gosh. I am sorry, Ramus. He is special. That is an incorrect way of saying he is peculiar. See you again, Ramus.
And then after a few moments, he thinks of a good comment and then just yells back to you, Kadir. "I think the word you're looking for is a jerk." As each of you make your way out and the gates close, portcullis.
Oh, I'm adding his character into my sheet. Could I tell what rank he was by insignia?
From the looks of it, I mean, most of the individuals here are pretty much either recruits or just like a normal guild member. Excuse me. His in particular rank is just normal status. He's just a regular guild member.
All right. I'm just gonna put down guild guardsman. Absolutely.
I could put in brackets, not friend.
I mean, it's already pretty long line. I mean, and that would put me down to the second line. So I think I'm just gonna keep it as is.
Fair enough.
I did, however, put soon to be friend.
Oh, right. Makes sense.
All right. Well, is there anyone who would like to? What am I saying? Trace, would you like to lead us to make sure that we are not, how you say, ambushed upon?
Sure. Do we have any kind of idea about how far away they've been spotted? The UNT?
No, just in between here and Whitebridge. All the more reason to be careful.
Yeah. I'm going to move as far ahead of everyone else, so I'm considered traveling alone. I don't know how much that is, and then I'm going to stealth.
I presume some amount of feet. I don't know.
I'm not
Yes,
there.
you definitely have to be somewhat of amount of feet ahead to be ahead.
Well, I had a number of feet in mind if I were GMing, and I didn't want to.
Think-
I didn't want to jump
Think,
ahead.
I mean, you're not invisible because it's daytime, so just a normal stealth check, and I mean, I guess like a good distance away, at least 30 foot, maybe
Yeah,
60.
Make it 60. Yeah.
Yeah, no reason not to be a little bit more on the safe side about it.
I think that makes sense.
Well, as you are a bit ahead, Trace, you find it to be just a very nice, calming day as you make your way outside of the city walls, leading the group towards the eastern river and making your way up. From the reports that were given, you do find the bridge to be quite damaged. Not completely gone. It seems that you could potentially get across. While it may seem a bit risky, it does seem doable to say the least. The river here not nearly as wide as the mile to the west, or the river to the west.
I'm going to like test out the bridge to see how like useful it is.
Okay, how are you testing it out?
Yeah, like some investigation, trying to like.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were just touching or looking. Go ahead and give me an investigation check then.
Advantage guidance.
Oh, I always have advantage.
Oh my.
Yeah. Go
Well, you got-
guidance.
Yeah, guidance is still good.
I don't know why I turned off the ask for. That's weird.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. 18.
Those are numbers.
Sure are.
I mean, from the feel, you can definitely note that it's, I mean, a bit rickety. But being careful, you can do it. Definitely seems like it's going to support weight just as long as you're careful about the process.
Yeah, I will be. I'll try to cross it.
But it has not yet been rickety wrecked. Switch.
Okay.
Alright.
So how are you going across, or how are you going about this?
I'm going to use my
There,
feet.
you will notice that there are a couple of holes here and there. Like, there's going to be some spots where, like, you kind of have to shimmy, like, along the edge to get across, or perhaps jump if you wish. I mean, there's going to need to be various ways, but are you just going to try to stick... The question I guess I'm trying to ask, are you trying to just stick to the side where you're being it more on the athletic or acrobatic side? So I'll let you choose that role.
I have the exact same score on both of those, so a combination.
Okay, so if you're making your way across, give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
What's my roll 1 now? Oh, never mind.
Okay.
24.
Yeah. You make your way across, no issue. Kind of shimmying here, kind of hopping, skipping over. The rest of you see Trace make his way, and only little bits of wood fall, but nothing for any like major concern.
Nice. But I'm just going to wait on my friends a bit. I'm going to like see if there's anything ahead, like a tree or something I can climb, and then wait for everyone.
Yes, there is. Once you get to the east side of the river, there are quite a bit more abundance of trees on the north side of the road.
Okay, I'm just going to like relax and wait for them there in a tree.
I would like to, while he's hopping across, I would like to make a perception check. I feel like this is a point where an ambush could easily be made as last time.
Sure. Perception.
Wow.
Yeah, checking around. I mean, you don't really notice much. You can see bits of the remnants of the broken, little bits of the broken bridge on like the coastline, just a bit down the river here and there. But other than the water brushing up against the banks and the rocks, nothing else is really noted.
Do I see any particular roiling of the surface water, indicating perhaps something beneath?
Nope. Just the regular running river.
Krev, you have water walking, yes?
Yes. How far are we looking to cross? Just to the other side?
Yes. Is it a ritual? I would hate for you to spend your much needed magical power.
It is indeed also a ritual. It only lasts an hour, while the breathing one lasts 24 hours. But if we're just crossing the river, it will do
What?
just fine.
I'm just going to ask, right? We didn't have water walking, but we had to all those people to cross earlier, right?
We did
Like
not.
5 said.
No.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure.
No. That would have been funny though.
Yeah.
Did you have it at that time? Curious?
No, I just prepared it.
I remember you definitely didn't have water breathing at that time. I
Or
remember.
walk. I didn't have either of them at the time.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when it's a ritual, you can in theory, like, I don't know, make an army cross as long as you have enough.
Well, I mean,
time.
at this point, like, because we're considering going out, I was like, it's probably a good idea to take both of them just in case right now. Like,
Honestly, with the consideration of 1T, I was thinking about taking the invocation that lets me make my party water breathing automatically.
oh, wow, that would be nice. See, the thing is, I had to take 2 of my prepared spells for both to get both of these, which hurts,
Yeah.
as far as taking other spells. But
Yeah. I mean, invocations are like the main thing that warlocks get.
right.
So it's I decided against it personally, but
Sure.
I'm happy you picked it.
Anyways, yeah. Do we want to cross? I can cast the spell.
Yes, I think that would be. Trace can wait for 10 minutes. I would just hate for us to fall in and attract something bigger.
Yes. And I'll start ritual casting it.
Okay. If no one has anything during that time, I mean, the 10 minutes can just go by.
I'm just going to climb the tree and watch, see if I can see anything.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check, Trace.
Perception. 18.
So you can see off to the northeast where there is quite a bit of a clearing, just as the road begins to bend off from the northeastern path to more of an eastern. And kind of more of like a squint, you can see the top of a building that seems quite out of place.
Do I sense what the building is made of? Stone, tree, bamboo? I don't know.
Looks to be
concrete?
made of stone.
Okay.
Along the road, you see nothing else, just an empty path.
Oh. Oh. I crawl down from the tree and wait for my friends.
All right. When the rest of you cross the bridge, you can give me either an athletics or acrobatics check, or if you prefer, you can just walk
I
across
assume
the
they're
water.
walking over the water, right?
Yeah, I think we'll just walk across the water.
Okay.
You've sprung my trap card.
Or at least I think that's the best idea.
Yeah.
Unless someone
For
can
sure.
test. I presume that the horse also has water walk. If you brought him, I don't know.
It is a creature after all.
Brago?
Brago.
Oh yeah. Wait, do we have Jenkins in the cart?
No,
Nope.
Probably
have-
not then.
we should check up on him.
It's probably wise not to bring the horse.
Okay. Well, if everyone's in agreement with just walking across at this point, then there is no issue. Just, as you all carefully make your way across, just feel a little bit weird as you can kind of feel the water moving. I mean, while it feels as solid as ground, you can definitely still feel it waving, moving quite a bit as you make your way across. Trace, as you're making your way back down the tree, is where Onyx gets on the other side and bringing up the rear. The rest of the party has now made their way across.
I'm just a little wise. I spotted a very strange stone building up ahead. It could be the same thing as in the water, I guess.
Where is in what direction?
I point. I don't know if I can see it from down here. I saw it up in the tree, so we might not be able to see it just yet, but it's close by. I didn't see anything else, though. No UNT, no humans, no anything. But I think we should check it out. So let's move carefully now.
Yes. Would you like to still lead ahead?
Yes.
All right. Well, I think we should consider moving through the forest instead of through the brush.
I agree.
Perhaps near to the road, but not on it.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's do that.
You are proficient, I presume, in finding animal trails.
I sure am.
Ah. In that case, you are the leader.
Oh yeah, I'm going to find a path to the stone building and do it as stealthily as possible. That's the most important part. Seeing as I'm a wanderer and I sit right in background, I can find my way pretty easy.
Yeah, making your way through this little bit of tree line that you find yourself at the moment, you'll feel that there's not really a path to follow. It does seem that following the tree line just off of the road is going to be the best path as of now.
I'll do that.
What?
But we will do that, and I assume the stone building was in the open, right?
That's what it looked like. A bit of clearing from the trees. Well, the trees aren't too tall.
No, fair enough.
But I mean, it does seem that there was a clearing there.
We'll get as close as we can, and then as soon as we're there, I'll ask him, what should we do now? We no longer have any cover, but you can see the building now.
Let me have. Does anyone have any spells that would be useful for recon?
Let's see.
Well, seeing as I have this pass without trace, but that's kind of it's an open field, right? I mean, you can't hide when there's nothing to hide on.
Well,
So I don't know what's smart here.
you know what? I need to look up one of my spells real quick.
Go ahead.
So at the moment, just still heading along the tree line up the path.
Yeah, we're getting
On the road.
as close as we can before we
Okay.
have to cross the open field.
All right.
To the
So then,
building.
at what I will say is, just as a couple of hours pass, it's making its way into the later parts of the day, later afternoon, as each of you can see the sun going down towards the west. Not yet making its way to dusk, but time for the end of the day draws ever closer as you all make your way up to roughly about here. This is when you'll see a quite a bit of a clearing leading up to the north. You see hundreds of tree stumps cleared out from these once lush green forest, now nearly wiped barren in this location. Along the road, you see 12 what appears to be 12 bodies.
Oh. Humanoids?
That's what it looks like.
Perception check, if that would be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for armor, insignias. I'm hoping it's not Riffin's group.
So as you take a look over, one of the things to note is that there are 11 dead humanoids here. Looking over, you see a couple familiar faces, noting that these are indeed some of the Corn Silk Rat Guild members. Not seeing Sir Riffin amongst the dead, but with once thinking that there were 12, noting that one of the bodies is cut cleanly in half.
We don't see Orther and Aura there, do we?
No, you do not.
Okay.
It seems likely that, oh boy, they may. It seems likely that this is a 1T outpost. Of this, we can be relatively sure. And it also, I do not see Riffin's body. Perhaps prisoner. We should wait for dusk, and then we should wait for dusk before attacking. That
Wise.
way, you can make. That way, we can make best use of the dark. I have changed somewhat. I am perfectly able to see in the dark now.
Oh, good.
I dare say. My eyes may be better than yours. Well, how much time is it before dark, like full dark?
It will be about 4 hours till it is dark, from your best guess. With this in mind, though, Trace, from your background and your expertise, to say the least, can you give me a survival check at advantage, please?
Sure will. 24.
So as you take a look around, you will also note that there appear to be 3 paths that looks that something was being dragged. You can see that there's quite a bit of blood up on like the pushed up dirt that seems to be mounding on the sides.
Oh. I point that out to everyone.
Perhaps burial? Is it
Maybe.
is it possible that Riffin was victorious here? Oh,
But I mean, that's probably a good thing, though. I mean, burial. I mean, I thought we assumed that they were like, I don't know, hive mind and not really caring about culture, etc., etc. But like, if you care about funerals and burials and so on.
it is
Oh
possible.
no, not a
that-
burial. This looks like something was dragged.
Oh,
Oh, you
makes me
said
think. Yeah.
Like it's
Bad
like
boy idea.
like like when like you pull like a rock, like how like the
Yeah,
dirt
yeah,
kind
I
of
get that, I
bevels
get
up
that.
and like up on the side.
got it.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that there were. I heard mounds of dirt,
Yeah.
pushing up towards the middle, which made it sound like there was makeshift graves, to me.
Nope, I could see where the confusion came from. That's why I explained it real quick.
Thank you. Yes. I still think we should consider waiting for dark.
I agree.
Racket, are you okay with this?
Yeah, it's good with me.
All right. Well, when the time comes, I will. When the time comes, I will cast lights on the palm of your hand, and you can clasp your hand or release to guide yourself.
I like it.
It's better than giving you that lighthouse of a spear.
Oh, that was fun too, though.
I wonder what it would be like if you cast light on like someone's face.
Well, you can't though.
Like the
Doesn't
tip.
say doesn't it say object directly in the spell?
I could have swore it was just like any point, but maybe.
Touch an object.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you couldn't cast it on his hand.
Oh, I mean, a piece of cloth in his hand then,
Yeah, fair enough. That's why I used coins earlier, if you remember.
or a coin. Yeah.
Yeah.
how about a coin so I can throw it easily if needed?
I'll allow the eyes to be counted as an object.
Oh God.
It's like, oh my god! Can you imagine poking someone in the eyes and casting light at the same time?
High
Oh my
beams.
god!
Boof.
That-
But yes, it is unfortunately only an object or an item.
Okay.
Just
Yes.
imagine it being able, if you close your eyes, there's still light. That would be so weird.
Get a prosthetic eye. Just
Oh my god!
Just get a nose bridge piercing and use it on that.
You'd be blinded immediately.
Yeah.
Like that would be awesome. Trying to use light as like an aggressive touch spell. It's like, ah, God, why would you do this? Please.
Well, with the plan to wait till dark, you all can do that quite easily. I will need a stealth check from each of you, though.
Is it just before or after dark?
Before, like, while you wait. I mean, unless you're just kind of, like, hanging out in the open.
How long are we planning on waiting here?
I think we should withdraw back to the forest.
Yeah, of course. I assumed that was like the case.
Yeah. Oh man, here we go.
I get to re-roll that. I'm a halfling.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to fuck this up.
Now you just need a better. Now you just need a better stealth.
And
idea.
Krev rolls the halfling one.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's an 11.
Erica, did you roll stealth?
No.
You need to fix your stealth somehow, Kadia. Yeah, else we
To
have
be
practice
fair,
with stealth.
Onyx, it almost doesn't really matter what your roll is. You know, a couple rolled bad already, so you don't have to worry. All right. Well, when the time passes, it'll prove not to be that worrisome at all that Krev and Kadir find themselves both a bit restless, unable to kind of sit put, both beginning to kind of talk shop continuously while you wait for your moment to strike. But without any other signs of enemies, you will find yourselves soon to be covered in the darkness of night. The moon begins to rise off to the east soon after the sun fully sets, and you see this nice quarter moon. Bit cloudy, but not too much natural light being given off.
All right. Well, we should approach from an awkward direction. Of course, Trace, be sure to check for traps. Very important. These one
That's not really my strong suit, though, but I'll do that. Oh, I guess it's not that bad.
Well, I suppose I would presume that you would be ahead of us.
Yeah, well. Seeing as I'm invisible as well, it's like I should have a decent chance of like seeing them. Yeah, I look for traps, whatever that might be. Could you give me guidance?
Yes.
Like from about.
I absolutely guidance you. And if I can, I also give advantage on like where to look for traps, like giving advisory.
I always have advantage. That's investigation and insight. I always have advantage. So
I didn't know that. I thought it was only like in certain biomes.
nope. I have
certain
it.
biomes.
It's from my race.
Oh, that is very nice then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cynical.
So with your again your expertise, I mean there is a clear path that seems to head up directly. You can also attempt to find some different paths off in the woods. Uh, just let me know which way you're going to go about it, and then I'll let you know how that investigation pans out.
Well, I mean, it's an open field, right? I mean, there's not a lot of thing to do. I mean, we're just going to, as soon as it's dark, we're going to head in a straight line, more or less.
Okay.
Do it as quiet as we can, and I'm going to see like the tree stumps, trying to avoid them as much as possible.
I before we reach the tree line, I cast light on a copper coin and I press it into Reckitt's closed hand.
Does there appear to be an entrance in the building?
Well, as you all make your way up, can I first get a perception check from each of you?
I rolled investigation to find traps, by the way. Yeah.
Yep.
Very nice perception.
Oh, damn, crap.
Both of you, Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
Well,
So, as each of you hear the creatures of the night begin to come to life, Trace, you do not find any traps along the way. You will note bits of chipped wood. Seems that some of these trees are fairly freshly cut.
Oh, is there any chance I could see, like, I mean, I know trees and so on, right? Would I be able to tell if it's done by, like, an axe or what kind of mean was
Yes,
used?
for sure. These do seem to be done by like some type of tool. Maybe not
Okay.
exactly an axe, but definitely a blade of some type for sure.
Okay, okay.
The cuts are way too clean to be anything otherwise. But as you all make your way up, each of you will be met with the smell of blood and also just the smell of death in the air. Seeing this stone temple-like structure begin to form up in the distance, I will now move you each to this map.
Oh, I
Oh,
assume we at south, right?
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, what the?
Someone had a bad time.
Yeah. Bitches passing out and shit.
Oh no, they're just passed out after a party. Everyone here's drunk.
It's like beer bottles all over. Yeah, it's good.
Also, this guy standing up on the bridge, is that new Reckid?
So, that is kind of funny. I didn't even really think about that until you just pointed it out. But as you make your way up, you will definitely note this older gentleman making his way down the stairs towards each of you. He'll look and begin shaking his head no as you all approach. You all can make out as he mouths the word run.
I'm going to like move to the right, just as I pointed out there, and I'm going to pull up my bow and aim it towards the stairs, I assume.
I can't put my token on the map. Can somebody assist me?
Nope. I don't know. Okay.
Nope.
Tried dragging your name. Did it not work?
It doesn't work.
Worked
Hold
for
on.
me. Just took a second. There you go.
Oh, it worked this time. Okay, that's like the third time I've done it. Lit. Okay, thank you.
It took me two. The first one ended up loading after the second one, so.
Oh, okay. Because it kept glitching. Bro,
There you go.
why?
The-
It would be yellow too.
So let me get straight. This old man ran down and he ran back up.
As seeing you guys then begin to make his way back up. As you all begin to approach, seeing some of these bodies, you'll note that most of them are corpses. Only a few seem to be making their way through the dead, tending to some of the smaller walls and the floor.
Well, someone certainly had a real bang-up party here.
Yo, this is spooky.
All right, well, here we go. I do have 120-foot dark vision, just so you know.
Yep. Rekid, can you add the light thing to yourself?
Yeah.
And then I'll adjust it for you while I describe this. So, Kadir, what I'm going to do for those who have dark vision like I did with Trace is describe what's like kind of beyond the fog of war. And then that way there's like no confusion like what we were having last time.
Mm-hmm.
But as you make your way up, you can see a few individuals that are, seem quite a bit rough. Up the stairs, it seems to be roughly 25 foot up from your estimate. You then see where there's another staircase that seems to be on the west and east side as well.
Oh, that's a lot of the light.
And then this way, Trace can position himself appropriately.
Ugh, I hold my hands up. Oh, light.
Hiss!
Yeah, exactly. Holy fuck, that's a lot of light.
Now, of course, you let me know when you're toggling it because... Oh, wait, no, it actually, never mind. It had to go on an item, so this is just going. Or it's on a coin.
Can he like crunch his fingers to like make it less than that?
Or he can just have it like in a pouch.
Well, I mean,
Here's what I'm going to actually do for you. I got a better idea than putting it on you. Just gotta wait. There we go. There you go. You can transfer it to that ring, and then when you're using it, let me know, and then I'll toggle it.
sure. I guess though. I mean, if there's no other sources of light, I'm pretty much gonna need it at all times.
Can't you like
True, but I mean,
put it lantern
maybe
in
you
or
want to throw
something?
it too.
True, true.
So did we just walk up here with like the lights on?
No, like I said, it's on a coin, so like I'm giving him the option to toggle it, but my guess is that you guys are doing some sort of leading on him. Because it was mentioned that you guys are trying to be stealthy, keep hidden.
All right. Well, I guess let's walk forward. Would anyone like to join me?
I'm not getting into the light.
It's not active at the moment. Until
I'm still
until
staying on
Rekid
him.
says otherwise.
So who is leading me? I assume by the hand through this darkness.
I can.
Honestly, you're gonna have to lead me too. Unless you all want to cast light.
We
We really
already
need it.
we already did cast light.
Okay, who's it on?
Yeah, it's on a coin for whenever Rekid wants to take out the coin and then use it, but you guys had mentioned that you wanted to be stealthed. So at the moment there is no light until Rekid takes out the coin. So it's already cast, just has to be utilized now.
Alright. So are we all just like holding hands here, I guess, or some shit? Because
Aw.
Question:
seems.
this guy ahead of us, what is he? What race is he?
You'll note that all of these individuals that you've seen here so far are human.
So I'm pretty sure this guy is a human with dark vision. Does that seem strange to anyone else?
I mean,
we
to
wouldn't
Krevin,
know.
no. Yeah, to Krevin, it's a disembodied voice.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man, that voice just out of nowhere saying "run." Oh jeez.
But didn't he say he mouthed the words that we didn't actually hear it?
Oh, is
Yeah.
that it?
There's no mention that he had seen each of you like in detail, but making your way up the path, you can see people just moving out freely.
Oh, I thought it was. If it was so dark that that they need to be led along, I assume that also meant it was dark enough that we could not be seen.
Well,
Right.
led along to like an extent, like the hand in hand was Rekid's idea.
All right.
You just got to be leading. You can't be like 60 feet ahead like Trace.
Oh yeah. I mean, moving ahead. Kind of waiting for the rest.
We don't know that you've even moved, to be honest. We can't see.
See, about 20 foot, we'll say. So you know that he's made his way away from your area.
I'm pretty much keeping pace with Onyx because she's the one leading me.
Same.
Whatever Onyx is doing, that's where I'm going at the moment.
We go up.
Now that I get a closer look at this guy, what does he look like?
Bit older male human, white hair, fairly well built. Clothing look a bit rough. You can see tears and holes in there. He looks like he hasn't bathed in maybe a month or more. But you can see that there is a tan, dark-haired female up there that is scrubbing the top of the stone floor, and a couple of others around the area that are cleaning and tending to the structure.
I step up to the man and I whisper to him.
I would like. Do you see the way I'm moving right over here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to. Can I see anything over there? That like changes anything? Okay, good.
Who are you?
David, why are you all here? You need to leave. Or you'll end up like the others. So he looks over his shoulder.
Why? What is happening here?
They'll be back soon.
Please, be calm. We are powerful and can handle this. What has happened here?
They're using us to help build this temple. And, well, there's maybe 100 down there.
Where are you from?
I'm from Whitebridge.
Okay. What is stopping you from running to Laos?
And he looks around at all the dead bodies. Well, that's what they tried to do. And then, with that, each of you will then hear a blood-curdling scream as it then seems to be cut short as it dies out. Came from the west. And that's what happened to the others that came.
I step over here so I can see out to the west.
Looking out, having a bit of an incline, you can see where there are three silhouettes. A little bit hard to make out from the distance, but you can see one is quite large.
Stepping back to David, the 1T, are they down this hole?
He'll shake his head and then just look off to the west. They took the others there.
Where does this hole go?
Inside.
We will be. If you wish to run, I will not blame you. The way to Lahles is clear. If you can make it to the water line, you can hop across the bridge and make it inside the city. Whatever we do here next, I assure you, will cause enough distractions that you can make it, if you are quick. I hand him a ration. Be strong.
Give you a little bit of a smile, and like as you hand him the ration, you'll see him just quickly bite into it. The others that were cleaning quickly look over in the direction, and then he'll begin to break off a few pieces of the dried fruits and berries and some of the jerky, and hand it off to the others. They all look at each other before looking at each of you, saying, "Thank you."
So, coming back to the party, in case they didn't hear any of that, it seems there are 1T to the west, and this hole leads inside of this structure.
Yeah, the voice from a little far away. What's the structure connected to the unseen in any way?
Also, is this structure like, what is the shape of this structure? Is it, I can't tell from the leveling. It kind of looks like a ziggurat.
Kind of
Can
like a pyramid.
Is it like a flat stepstone pyramid or an actual? Okay,
Like
yeah, that,
the ones on the side are a bit like larger, a bit more harder to transverse. That's why the ones are cut out on the stairs to make it easier.
got it.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds at least similar to a ziggurat. All right. In that case, moving over here, I whisper to Trace to let him know that there's a hole up here, and that it leads
You
inside.
can't see me, but yeah, sure.
You're right. I'm sorry.
No, I spoke before, so it's fine.
Actually,
Yeah.
I see through magical. I see
Doesn't
through.
matter as long as it's dark vision.
I don't see you with normal dark vision.
Yeah, no, but still.
All right. I don't know. It's.
I've been like conundrum. I have a lot of experience with warlocks and groups of some strange reason.
All right.
Yeah.
It seemed to me like it was up in the air whether or not I could personally. I interpreted it as GM discretion, to be honest. But all right. So the this is where I'm standing then. Kind of.
Well, I'll move up next to you so you can see me. So hey. So what are we doing?
1T to the west. Hole in the pyramid leads inside.
Well, let's go kill UNT.
You first, Mr. Invisible.
Well, that was to the rest, right? I mean, is it inside the UNT was to the west, right? That's not inside the cigarette.
There might be. We do not know.
Okay, I'll go down.
Oh my.
All right.
Just going
I
straight down.
assume we're following still.
Yeah, I'm going to climb down. Not just going to like jump like a retard. But yeah.
Well,
Can we
like
have
when you
a
make your way
little,
to the edge, you will note that there is, I mean, you do see the floor, but no way to like exactly climb down. It looks like there is perhaps about a 20-foot drop.
Was there anything I can like fashion a rope to up here?
Plenty of like the stone around the walls and stuff. Yes.
I'll go. I'll do that. And then I will climb down via the rope.
Rickett
we-
asks. Rickett
Yeah.
asks, "How deep is this hole?"
Sorry,
Not deep-
what?
What hole? Can't see.
Well,
not-
they were talking about it though.
Yeah, that's true.
Not deep enough.
How did the
20 feet?
snake people get up and down?
Snakes can walk on walls. Did you know that?
Is there a wall going up, or is it just like a cavern underneath the?
From what
Floor.
Trace can see looking down, it's just straight down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to climb down via the rope.
I follow him.
Can we get the light on so we can see where we're going?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this light on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do I see that it's 20 feet deep when I step up to it?
You slowly see
Yeah,
Trace
looks-
turn to ash when the light hits him.
Looks roughly about 20-25 foot.
I think I'll just pop on down and use the slow fall feature of the monk class.
I will use the rope. Thank you very much.
All right, we're all down.
Well, as the light pops on, there will be quite a bit of chaos going about. So can each of you give me another perception check?
Hi.
Perception. A gentleman's 28.
Man, I only got a 23 this time.
Cry me a fucking river.
Well, you can just guide, can you? On this reaction.
Okay.
No, it's just automatically added for me.
So,
Oh.
Rekid, as you make your way down, you will hear quite a bit of gasp as you look around and counting nearly 60 humans quickly as you kind of just float down. Trace, you begin to make your way down, and then Onyx, making sure that everyone is, finding themselves clear, making sure the rope is fully attached while everyone begins to make their way down, is when Krev, Trace, you will hear a bit of hissing coming from the west. Kadir,
So that's like corridor or what?
Kadir, and Onyx, you will hear the words "intruders," and then we'll go ahead and just take a small break. Take 5 minutes, real quick, and then go from there. Rekid, making your way down, floating down as like an angel sent from the heavens. Trace beginning your climb down, and the others getting ready to prepare, make their way.
Sure, but right back. Are you
right. Well, then we're back. So, with that little bit of information that was just given before taking that break, Trace, are you, well, I'll just leave it to each of you. Continuing down.
What do I see again?
At the moment, you just see a vast room, with, um, that, like I said for Rekid, about 60 humans.
Like, they're actually there. They're not dead or anything.
Nope. Some seem to be tied up, and others seem to be just standing freely.
And we
Rekid,
heard
at
a
this time, you'll hit the ground.
And we heard a voice coming from a direction, right? I didn't know or understand it because I don't know the language, but we heard that from somewhere, right?
Indeed.
And as I hear it, I'll whisper, "Abyssal, we've been seen."
Well, let's fight. I mean, there's so many people that I need to free them. I tried to see if I can find a corner in darkness in there.
I mean, sounds like we've got plenty of meat shields down here.
Haha.
From the
That
looks
dark.
around, you don't see any, like, real darkness. It seems that the light that Rekid has down here is pretty much covering up the entire area. But as you make your way down to the bottom, as I said, about 20-25 foot down, both of you will see a familiar sight. A portal, like you had seen in the sewers.
Oh.
What are the rest of you doing?
I quickly look at Rekid. Throw the coin to a corner and give me some darkness, please.
I will do so as soon as I can, I suppose.
I guess that's possible, right?
Well, how big is this again? That's
Yeah, how big is the room? That would be nice to know, actually.
It looks roughly about like 100 foot by 100 foot. It almost seems to extend as wide as the little temple area was on the outside perimeter.
How much is the radius of the light? That's like 85. Okay. Yeah, then just
80,
throw the.
85.
Yeah. If he throws it to a corner, I can find darkness for sure.
but then we can't see if we're that we have to stick by it is the thing.
Well, what I can do is I can just move myself
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
out from the center of the room more towards one of the sides.
Well, I mean light is not problem. Both me and Kadia has the light spell already. Just cast it again if needed, right? That's not.
Mhm.
We're just trying to. If we know they're coming now, we need to be in a good position to fight, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
As you listen for a moment, Rekid, which, sorry to interrupt, Kadir, I'll go right back to you right after this. You'll hear a familiar voice call out, and you just hear, Rekid? What are you doing here? Kadir, what were you saying, bud?
I'm assuming I recognize Riffin's voice from that.
No, it's actually not Riffin's voice.
Oh, I was assuming since he recognized Rekid that it would be Riffin.
It's Rekid's mom.
Oh, no. Got him. So, are there any doors to this room?
Are you going down too?
I was already down. I would have been immediately after Trace, actually.
Okay. Then at this point, can Onyx and Krev, can you both give me a perception check? Krev, yours at disadvantage.
With the okay. Hold on. Have we like I'm just gonna assuming I can't guidance because we're probably in initiative pretty much.
No. You can guidance.
Okay. I will add that then. Well, it's a 12.
So, Krev, while you're looking, you not necessarily the most favorite thing for you to do. You're not necessarily looking forward to climbing, to say the least. But Onyx, off to the west, you will begin to see 3 silhouettes growing closer. You then see the arms of one begin to seem to appear to be multiple arms, as a quite larger creature is following.
I nudged Kadia on the arm.
I'm not on the same level as you.
What? I thought I was on like that.
No, you two were upstairs.
Oh,
still.
they okay. Now I understand. Okay, good. Yeah.
That's confusing. Okay. Never mind.
Are you guys coming down, or are you staying up, or what's happening?
Going
Well,
down.
I thought we did. Remember we said we
Yeah,
climbed
that's
down
why I
the
was
rope?
confused.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
we're,
I was so fucking confused.
it's a little confusing because the layer we're on is still on top.
Yeah.
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 But that's why I said, like, we'll stop it here as Trace is climbing down and wreck it,
Oh,
and then
okay.
was checking what everyone else was doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I
I
mean-
think we got confused then.
Yes.
I
But-
thought when we said what we were doing that it had already happened.
Yep.
With
Right,
that, we'll begin to roll initiative as Onyx, you note the 3 creatures coming in from the west.
We should probably climb up again, right? We're going to get trapped down there, correct?
Okay, so the creatures are not down there; they're up here. Okay, that's trying to figure out.
And we're all down now, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I
no,
guess we
only
would be
Krev
yelling.
and Onyx are up top, but everyone else is down. But
Start yelling! Get the fuck back up here! They're coming.
Yeah, I'm for sure climbing, yeah. But you said initiative, right?
Yep. Everyone, roll me initiative.
Okay.
Oh god damn it! I didn't collect the fucking token.
Nice.
And then I think I'm just missing records.
Oof.
Okay. So, we'll stop we'll start at the top of the turn order with Trace. As Onyx calls out from the issue spotted.
And so said there was 30 feet, 20 feet down, and climbing is half your speed, right? So it'll be like I could climb 15 in a turn.
I believe that's what it is. It's half.
I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike. Yes, I changed my spells out. As my bonus action, will give me an extra 30 feet of movement. So I have 70 movement because I have 10 extra in the first round. So I climb up the rope using half my movement, so that's 40, so I have 30 left. And then I go like 30 feet north or something like that. So can I like... I'm going to go down there to make sense, right? That's 30. Yeah.
So
And I
some
can-
of those are level changes of quite a few feet, but nothing that really seems to be of much worry. This one is actually only about 8 foot.
I'm going to fire at the big thing. I assume you can see it now, right? I have a straight line. Good. I'm going to fire at that thing. I sadly cannot not as mark as I use Zephyr Strike. But I do have 1d8 extra damage. So I fire away. With my new fancy bow. First roll. I didn't turn on anything because I was stupid. Do I hit?
Should be more than enough if you didn't turn anything extra on. The 22 is enough to hit the large one.
Yes, I'm going to like... So, 17, 23. And I'm going to use Sharpshooter on my second attack. I turned on everything correctly now.
Man, I cannot read the dice on that
So-
color.
26.
That'll hit.
I assume it hits one. There's no sneak attack. I want to sneak attack once per turn. So that's 25. And my
Alright.
third attack is also going to be Sharpshooter. So that's 25.
It's another hit.
So that's 24 plus Dread Ambusher.
Okay.
So 26.
For a second, my eyes were still adjusting for like the 2. It looked like a high five. And I was just
Oh.
like, did you put an emoji in there?
Oh,
all right. What was that? 19, 24, 26?
Yes, and that's it.
Nice. And that's it for your turn?
Yep.
So as you make your way up the rope quite quickly and then maneuver your way over and begin to take some shots, you'll see some of these servants that are, well, I should say more of slaves, as you've gathered, that are cleaning, beginning to run and make their way away. And that's it for your turn?
Yep.
Onyx leads us to you.
Okay.
Are you guys there? I can't hear anybody.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Thought that Discord crapped out.
I guess I'm gonna use my wind blade to do Eldritch Blast. Okay, never mind.
Well, I mean, how?
I hold my turn.
She
I hold my turn.
Okay.
I hold my turn for them to come closer. I'm not gonna move up. Next. Beckett.
So are you just passing or are you holding your action?
I hold my action until they move forward.
Okay.
Like closer.
Reckon. As you look towards where you heard that voice, expecting to see Sir Riffin, you are a little taken maybe a bit off guard as you lay eyes on Gregory, the individual that you had found in those spider dens, wrapped in a cocoon.
Oh. Wasn't there someone there looking for him?
His friend Brian that you saved.
Yeah. Do I see anyone else that I recognize down here?
You can take your action to get more detail, or basically just see what you've seen at the moment.
I think I will use my action for this purpose.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check. Unfortunately, you do not.
Okay. Then I will use as much as my movement as I can to get up the rope. And now at level 6, my movement is 45 feet.
Beautiful.
How do we calculate that for climbing the rope?
So with it being the 20 foot, it will be 40 foot for you to climb up.
Okay, and then I got like 5 foot extra to just kind of move in some way.
Which then, as you make your way up, then the area will be spread out in light.
Right.
Well lit.
Nice.
I will move 1 square, like so. And that'll do it.
Kadir.
So it's 15 feet, or it's half movement to go up the rope. Was that established?
Mm-hmm.
All right. In that case, I have to spend my turn dashing to get up, and that's the end of my turn. I tuck myself into the corner of this room, and that's it.
Yeah, you found yourself like well concealed from these bits of walls. Seems to provide each of you, while behind them, quite a bit of cover.
How tall are they?
About 5 foot. Like the ones near you, the ones down below, as you make your way more towards the base, gradually grow in height.
So what you're saying is it gives me full cover.
Also,
That's how you'd like to interpret it.
I mean,
that's fair.
dwarf, you know.
So Erica was asking me questions, trying to figure out how her item works, and reading what you wrote for her, I'm not sure I could understand either. Is her item like a single use thing, or is it a single use thing? Does it sub in for an attack, or is it like normal Eldritch Blast where she gets 2 of them at her current level? There's like 3 different ways to read it, or maybe 4.
Yeah.
So I was
From
really
what we had
confused for
discussed last time, you will make the Eldritch Blast attack, and it will deal the 2d8 of damage. You have your charges and your recharge rate.
Okay, so it's just 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was originally expecting something.
Each attack
different.
using 1 charge.
Oh right, I actually forgot that. The creature needs to make a saving throw.
Oh, that's right, the intelligence save.
Yeah, 3 times.
Uh, 22, a 19, and a 21.
No, they all succeed. So it's not affected by the whatever the minus level is. What is it does? Minus. Oh, it doesn't really matter now. Anyways, never mind. Continue.
So, just flipping over the turn order for this. And then, in common, you will see one of the 7 heads begin to talk as it bounces from one to the other. Basically, only Rekid, Onyx, and Trace seeing this, with the other ones being well concealed from the walls. In common, you hear calling out, "Ah, more blood! Captains, take them!" This one will begin to make its way up to here, and then with your held action, Onyx, go ahead and make your Eldritch Blast attack. That is a hit. As you whip the sword forward, you see this energy begin to like build up, and then this slice of wind comes out and strikes him. All right.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. Wouldn't he have 2 beams? Or how did you work that out?
It's not normal.
Oh,
No, it's-
okay.
There's gonna just a little bits of information to be found out once using it, because like Identify wasn't used on them. It was just investigations and looks.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But as that one maneuvers forward, being struck from the attack from Wind Waker, it moved to Krev.
All right, so I guess I was gonna ask, Is there like a roof to this building, or is this just like open?
Open.
Open. Okay. And I'm assuming I wasn't normally able to see this creature based on the light, but would I be able to see it? Well, shit. So this is like a doorway here, right? So I can't. I'm assuming I haven't seen anything, right? Okay.
Less of like a doorway, just more of an opening.
Mm-hmm.
Like the door frame without the door.
Well, yeah, like a hallway, I guess. So and this spot here is probably above my height. You're saying? So would I have seen anything?
Nope, not yet. Not till you peek over.
Yeah. All right. Guess for now I would peek over and I would only see this guy, and I would probably just drop a bonfire on him, since that's the only guy I see. Yeah. So, oops. Dex 16.
Dex save.
Ooh, I just rolled max damage. If that hits.
I'm sorry, buddy. It's a 15 on the save. Sucks for that guy.
So, oh, nice. 16 damage. I was going to say, holy crap, he took, that was only 16 damage on the first time, what he did. Okay.
And as the flames begin to course around him, you can see the snake heads from the arms, this one being one of the Yonti that you have run into a few times before, as the snake heads and the snake bodies that act as this one's arms just begin whipping and thrashing above the flames.
So, and then that's going to obviously create another 20 bright, 20 dim around that fire.
Yep, I'll give you a token.
Jesus, was that max damage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I rolled double 8. It
Seven-
didn't roll on the screen for some reason. I don't know why, but
There you go, Krev. You can alter that little ring there, add the notes, and then
Okay.
I will make it visible.
I'll just name it. I don't know if there's any notes to really add. Oh, the actual aura. So 20 foot
And
and
then just click save. And if that's the end of your turn, or you got some movement.
there we go. Is that
Oh,
right?
God.
Did I do that right?
Oh God.
I think I did. But it's the same as your light, basically.
This
So-
is going to get so complicated. You're gonna
Yeah.
love it.
Okay.
Have fun, Trace. At least you get to reposition a lot. Here, I'll unmask more of the map for you, bud.
Thank you.
Well, now we're going probably. Oh shit, that's a big motherfucker in the back.
Yeah, well, as the one comes fully into view for those who don't have dark vision, you do see this large one as had been referenced as a queen. A few arrows stick out of it as Trace has already begun his attack on it, as this other one has been making its way up towards you.
And then I guess ending my turn, I'll just be kind of like peeking over the edge just to kind of keep an eye on what's going on.
How tall is it, the queen?
Looks to be about 20 foot tall, but definitely a bit more lengthy than anything else. It seems to reach about 30 to 40 foot in length.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm done.
So is it taller than the pyramid? Or cigarette?
It's pretty close to that height.
Okay.
So it'll make its way over to there, and then that'll be it. Trace.
Wow. Dum-de-dum-de-doo. Hopty, 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 hopty. Okay, I can't move that far. Sorry. That's back. I can't. I just totally overestimated how long I can move. I move there. And then I Hunter's Mark the fucker. The big queen. And I fire away. Just need to make sure I have the correct things on. Hunter's Mark, sneak attack. And yeah. With sharpshooter, of course. 25?
25
So-
hits.
35 points of damage. And next 35 instead of 35 right now with that. Next attack. With sharpshooter again.
Mm-hmm.
25? Jesus Christ, I rolled 25 a lot.
Seems to be a consistent number for you.
And 24 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn. And I'll take a peek really fast and be right back.
Onyx.
Okay. Since I have triple attack now.
Oh, you'd have to move into range first, though, just so you know.
I know. Wait. Wait. There we go. There's one.
So I know it's a little bit difficult to see, especially with the amount of light on there right now, but there is a bit of a wall in the way. You do have enough movement to make it to the other side.
Okay.
With the amount of cover right now, it definitely makes it very difficult.
Yeah, there's a lot of light pollution.
Yeah.
You guys are ruining the environment.
Yeah, the tomatoes.
So, with that in mind, though, if you'd like to reposition yourself on the other side, you can. I mean, it will put you in you know, maybe not the best of positions, but it, you know, with the cover, it will be negated being over there. Okay. With that in mind, the 15 does hit.
Okay. Here, there's the first one.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a
That's
good
hefty.
damage roll. Unfortunately, the 10 misses as you take your second swing. And the 12 does as well.
Six. Okay.
After slicing into him once, you sever one of the heads from the snakes as the attention gets drawn to you. And as you kind of take a step just slightly back to reposition yourself, your next two attacks miss their mark. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right. Wreck-It.
All right.
Mr. The best wizard in the world.
Here
monk.
we go. All right, here we go. A spear attack to the north enemy.
And
20 hits.
And we'll attempt a stunning strike.
All
DC
right.
15, Constitution save.
I had to move the bonfire real quick, but I was like selecting it, and I was like, okay, he has a health bar, but there's no numbers in here right now. What the fuck? And I was like, oh yeah, the token.
Oh yeah.
Con save, you said?
Yes, DC 15.
It's a 17.
All right, second spear attack.
I'm just gonna leave it one up for me right now.
Sure.
24 hits.
I will attempt yet another stunning strike.
This one, a 7. He is
Fantastic.
stunned.
Sweet. I will then use my bonus action to do an unarmed strike against the other opponent to my southeast,
All
which now counts as magical for the purpose of overcoming weapon resistance.
Perfect. Good to note. Fortunately, the 11's a miss.
All right.
Piercing into the first one a few times, able to find a vital spot on the second strike, you swing around wildly to the one on your southeast. Unfortunately, it dodges your attack.
Wait, shouldn't you have advantage? It's stunned.
He's attacking
He's
a different
attacking a
one.
different one.
Oh,
Yeah.
the other. Sorry. Okay.
My goal was to try and stun both of them in my turn.
Sorry, is that it, bud?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Okay, just want to double check. Kadir, it's your turn, bud.
So, question: is this a low wall that offers cover, or is it a full wall with like a ceiling?
It's it's like a 5-foot wall, no ceiling. So if wish to be using for more of a utilized cover, you can, but at the moment, just providing a bit.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to move over. I'm going to move over here, and then down here, and up here. What Wreckit did kind of changes my battle plan.
Okay, but
I'm
those
going to.
will provoke an attack of opportunity from the one that you're leaving. You will have a bit of cover though,
He's stunned.
not from the one on the
This
southeast.
one.
Oh, right.
So is it 3/4 or half cover? If it's
Half.
5 foot, okay. In that case, fire away. AC 23.
And an 11, as a few of the snakes lunge towards you, they get a little bit hung up on the wall, creating a bit more of a distance than anticipated, and you sprint away free.
All right. I'm going to hex. I'm going to hex this bad boy right here, and then throw 2 Eldritch Blasts at him with advantage. First. Wow, that's rough, buddy.
What's up, Marbanya? With the raid, how's everyone doing? It's going to be a nice intense
double
fight with the
16s.
CNC here. Guys got here just in time.
For 15 damage.
A 16 to hit the stunned one. Unfortunately, the advantage not paying off for you, but it will be a hit.
15 damage if it does hit, and I also use Repelling Blast. When hit with Eldritch Blast, I can push a creature up to 10 foot away. I would like to try and aim the shot to push him off the ledge.
Okay. One second before I move him forward, I'm going to make a check real quick. Since he's stunned, disadvantage. And indeed, he does hurl over the wall. Feet go over, and he falls end over end as he topples over the ledge.
Nice.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, as this large one begins to continuously move forward, getting more and more revealed as it enters the light caused from the coin and the natural light from the fire with the bonfire as well. Actually, I can move that back into its rightful position. But as it moves forward, can I get a wisdom saving throw from Kadir, Rekid, and Onyx.
I have a
Woo!
15. Wait,
Freaking
no.
cute.
I have a 12. I'm sorry. Oh man, what a
Oof.
crappy roll.
So, unfortunately, as this one becomes more into view, you seeing the multiple heads and them all whipping back and forth, seeing each of you in their sight. Kadir, you find yourself frightened.
All right.
And as this one sees you beginning to cower, one of the snakeheads will note, then the second, then the rest. And I will need a wisdom saving throw from you at disadvantage.
Me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. But no, not a disadvantage, just a regular wisdom save.
Why is there a brown circle in the middle of the map? What does that
20.
indicate?
To indicate the bonfire.
Okay, lit. Lit. Oh. Take a tour.
All right. Kadir, you feel your skin beginning to like wrinkle. As it does, you'll look down. You'll note that in between your hands become a bit of webbing. You feel this pain beginning to creep into your mind, but as it does, you can fight it off. The webbing retreats, and you're good. This individual still stunned from the stunning strike. Moving on to Krev.
With me peeking over the edge, did I see him fly over the edge there too?
Oh yeah, you've
Yeah,
noted
okay.
this. Kind of
So-
disappearing from your vision.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take a, not really a gamble, but if it works, cool. If not, then and if it does, then a bonus. If not, then no worries. I am going to cast Call Lightning and drop it basically so that it hits both of them if he's still within the 5 feet, since I know he just fell off.
I
So
will say, from
ideally
like
it
your
hits both of
judgment
them.
of like knowing like the wall height and stuff, you'll know that that's not going to connect.
The what?
A little
It's-
bit farther down than just 5 foot.
Downward. It's everything within 5 feet of a square. Okay, never mind. Whatever, that's fine. I'm still gonna put it basically here. That's fine. Where's the darn thing? There it is. Dex save DC 16.
That is a 14 on the save, so it will fail.
Alright. So that is kind of came over odd. Is that 11? So it's 13 damage, I believe. Is that? Oh, that's just if it's stormy out, then it's an extra die. I'm assuming
Indeed,
it's not stormy
but
out.
no, it is
so-
not. Just a bit
yeah,
cloudy.
So 13 damage. So the bonfire goes out, but
All right.
Thank God.
Oh my gosh, it actually feels a bit better on the eyes. As the flames from the bonfire extinguish, you see this cloud forming overhead as this lightning bolt comes down. As it strikes this queen, Yanti. Seeing the electricity pulse over it, dealing quite a bit of damage, you can see that it's beginning to look a bit bloodied.
that's it.
All right. With this one extending both of its arms, one of the arms will go towards you, Rekid, and the other towards you, Onyx, as the snakeheads and bodies begin to lunge out and attempt to bite you. Rekid, I'm very sorry. Yours is a natural 20.
Woo!
There for you, Onyx, is a 9. So definitely ate up the good roll for him. Okay, so this will be a bit of damage, bud. I'm sorry. Got to do a lot of calculating, and I suck at math. Okay. So, from the crit, you will take 28 plus another 28. That's 56.
Yeah, that puts me down.
Holy
As
crap.
these snake heads all feel as your heartbeat, this poison seeping through your bloodstream as it spreads through you. You feel your heart begin to slow as it begins to cease beating, and you fall unconscious.
I'm sorry, I might have missed something, but was that the first time Rekid got hit?
In this battle, yes.
Yes, in this battle, with a natural 20 on this one, it is a, it's like a rogue hitting you with sneak attack, I guess is a good way to describe it.
That was from the big boy? The queen?
Nope.
It's not from the queen,
Oh. That's no bueno.
but it does move to Trace. Trace, as you have been peppering the queen with arrows, it seems to be paying you very little attention as it's made its way up the stairs. You can hear the sounds of battle begin to become a bit more intense as it makes its way up.
Well, I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to do the same thing as the last time. Hunters, sharpshooter, and everything here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, shoot hunter.
Ooh, 16.
16 on the big one.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Ooh. 30 point of damage. And second attack. 26.
I think it's safe to say that one's a hit.
30 points.
Another
of
30
damage.
points of damage.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my gosh. Consistent on the damage. At least you're not rolling 25s anymore for the attack.
Like 60
yeah.
damage.
Yeah. And that's. I'm going to move even further away because I'm a chicken.
2 more arrows. As they both sink into the back of this creature, you can see a couple of the snake heads turn, beginning to look. At this point, you are invisible, and I still have your stealth check from last time. Okay. Anything else, sir?
Nope, I'm done.
Onyx. The snakehead's just missing you on the attack from this individual, but you see them have severely wounded and dropping Rekid.
Okay, I want a bonus action, killing warrior second.
Bonus action healing ward.
Yeah.
All right.
Um. So 7.
Nice.
What was that? Sorry.
7.
Healing ward,
thank you.
7 HP to you, Rekid. Max on the dice.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna attempt to hit the one.
natural 20 is nasty with those ones. It is rough, to say the least. 24 hits. $16 hits. As long as those natural ones stay on the right, you're good.
It's like, yeah, if they could stay on that side of the bar, thank you.
No.
Hey, on the good side, you're dumping them. So maybe this is working out for you.
4. That's it.
That's it. 15 damage, not bad. As you sink in a couple more slices with your rapier, and as you make the slashes across, you can see a couple of the snakeheads fall as it looks towards you, looking back down towards Wreck-It as well. It's at the end of your turn.
Can I do my bardic flourish really quick?
Is that a bonus action?
It's like
Or is it like a free thing?
it's like a smite. It's like an attack tack on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's added to my damage and to my AC.
Perfect.
That's it.
All right, moves to Wreck-It. As you open your eyes, you just see the feet of the creatures around you. You look over, you see the large one has gotten quite a bit closer. You find yourself prone.
Big oof. I'll use half my movement to rise from being prone. I will use a chi point to use patient. Actually, no, I'll use a chi point to use Step of the Wind to take the disengage action as a bonus action.
I mean, I'm actually kind of disappointed that you haven't renamed them yet to rec points.
Well, then move.
Or spell slots.
That should be all of my movement, and then I'll use my action to use.
Okay, 3 2 points used, I believe.
Yeah. And then I'll use my action to use Cure Wounds with the spear on myself.
Nice.
Perfect.
Is there no modifier on the cure wounds?
So I know Kadir, you had a little bit of flavor for this, but I'm just gonna add on that these like spirit hands kind of come out from the spear, and real quick, roll me a perception check there, Rekid. These are definitely Kadir's hands. As they're
Oh, boy.
coming out, they touch you. You see some of your wounds heal.
That's awesome.
Just
So,
hitting on you.
so to Matt's point, though, Cure Wounds normally use a spellcasting modifier. I don't technically have one since I'm not a spellcaster. What should I use for that, if anything?
It
Your
would've-
wisdom. Or
Huh?
whatever your spellcast or modifier is for your monk might be wisdom or dex.
Don't know.
What's
For the elementalist, I know it uses, or the elemental monk, it uses wisdom basically to set your DCs.
I thought it was, but I can look at your character sheet and find out easily. Ooh, wow, it actually doesn't list it. I would imagine wisdom.
Yeah, so my chi save DC is based on my wisdom, so I guess that makes sense.
Yep. Yep, that's what it is. Well, I mean, of course, depending on what you use, but that's what it looks like.
Cool. So that's 10 HP. Hooray.
Very nice.
It's a good fucking heal.
That's it for me. And now that one guy is no longer stunned.
Okay. Kadir. You feel the warm flush of something in your hand, but as you look towards your hands, you see nothing. It's almost as if you just touched something or someone, but you didn't.
I presume I saw these hands.
Well, he's behind you if you want to turn the back on the enemy. I'll allow it.
Fair enough. All right. I know you stated this earlier, but how tall is this queen?
I believe I said about 20 foot. More lengthy.
Got it. In that case, I want to cast. I'm a little bit scared to do this, but I'm going to cast Hunger of Hadar. And I will need a spot to center it on.
Oh no, here's another light aura,
There you go. That's yours.
but it's a dark light, a darkness aura.
This is a darkness aura, so
Same thing as far as lighting
You
goes.
just put
except
the
worse.
you just put the distances on it, and I'll edit it from there.
Gonna be dropping random ass lightning bolts going forward because I ain't gonna be able to see shit.
I had it, and then it went away.
Oh, sorry.
I really wanted to make it purple.
That's fine.
And it's 20 foot.
Just make sure you save the changes, and you should be good.
And I'm going to set it right here. So what everyone sees is just a bubble of darkness pop up, suffocating all light inside of it. And the large snake queen being consumed inside of it, as well as I guess this little guy down here, because it does go in all directions. And what you hear are probably faint screams, squirming, oozing noises, the noises of your nightmares.
And that is a dexterity saving throw for when it starts, correct? Yeah.
It takes 2d6 and then has a dexterity saving throw. Also, it's difficult terrain, so if it decides to move out, it's going to be a little bit difficult. And I'm moving. And I'm going to move behind that wall.
Got it. Anything else?
That is my turn.
All right.
Should I roll 2d6 for its start?
Yep.
At least.
So it just like steps over that wall, I guess.
Slithering over, but being unseen from you guys, it'll appear out. The heads whipping back and forth. A couple draw their attention towards Trace's area. Trace, you feel that they're not quite on your mark, but they're definitely around the area for sure.
Ooh.
Oh, I apologize. Do I get to make a wisdom save against that frighten effect?
Yes, at the end of your turn, yeah, indeed.
Oops. Wrong save. My proficiency would add 2 on top of that. So I believe it would be a 22 if that's accepted.
I'll allow it. You rolled a natural 17, so that's good.
Yeah, I apologize. That was a misclick.
And Rekid. Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw, please? Oof. And as you feel this pain creeping over your brain, inside your mind, you feel your hands turning to scales, looking in between your fingers, seeing webbing, and you begin seeing the scales slowly transform your body. Everything begins to start looking a lot bigger as you find yourself shrinking more and more.
Acid
Then-
trip.
As you feel slits on the side of your neck open up, becomes hard to breathe.
Fish?
Fish!
Oh no. Why did you have that ready?
Because this is what I've wanted to do with Polymorph the entire time.
Oh no.
I was so confused for a second because I was like, but he has water breathing. But it's not in water. He's in air.
But does he have air breathing?
Yeah, I know. Apparently that's a new spell we need to have.
Little bit of token stacking. Kadir, as you're kind of like looking over, hearing the sounds of this one like creep out from the darkness, you just see Rekid slowly shrink down and then begin flopping on the tile, on the stone.
Oh no.
Can you roll me 2d6 as it's this next one's turn?
I can, assuming I do. Aha, got him. That,
Splash attack. Calm down, Magikarp.
it doesn't deal damage. That's not fair.
I guess we wouldn't notice, but somebody should just go and hit him. Rekid.
And with unfortunately with for this one with the rough terrain, that is the end of its turn. It will then turn focusing on you, Onyx, as it's just to the south of the one that you are facing. Krev.
I have a question. Did the queen snake use the dash action to get out of the bubble? Because there was difficult terrain in there.
No, she's got enough to move out.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of movement. It's like 50? Holy God.
I'm assuming I don't really know what just happened with that spell.
No,
And our-
unfortunately, you're not
what's
tall
going
enough
on.
to like keep over the wall after
Yeah.
like your attack, so you just got to keep peeking over, then make your move.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now I would see that this guy's up here now, right? All of a sudden.
Yep. And so you
I'm
like stand back up on your tippy toes, looking back
Mhm.
over, little forehead, eyes.
So
peer
at
over.
that point, I would probably drop a lightning bolt here to hit both of them.
Good call.
Yeah. So dex save 16.
All right. We'll go from the top to the bottom. First one near Onyx is a 14. The other one is a 19. So fail, then a save.
All right, so as soon as that damage loads, okay, 20 damage for the fail and 10 for the pass. The half damage.
Got it.
Yeah.
And as this one streaks down, it hits the stone and the bolts trickle, connecting to both of these creatures. You see some of the snake heads just become quite a bit paralyzed as the electricity trickles through.
And I guess that's probably my turn.
All right, Onyx, remembering that you have, like, I'm saying this more so for you, the added bonus to your AC, I believe. The +2, correct?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's making.
Okay, so both of these bite attacks coming at you, one is a 14, the other a 17, which I believe that +2 paying off for that 17.
Yeah. Yay.
Nice.
So as the snakes lunge, you can see a few of them kind of severed heads. While the bodies are still twitching about, moving with the others, you can see a few being paralyzed as well, which seem to be diminishing its effect and landing its blows. With this, we have Trace back at the top of the turn. I believe it's round 3, but we are a bit past our time. I'll leave it up to you guys whether or not to continue on.
I can do another round at least.
Mm-hmm.
One more.
Same.
Yeah.
All right, one more round going to round 4. If they're still up, then we'll call it there.
I could do 2 more rounds. I mean,
Okay. If everyone's okay with that, I'm good till at least 11:30, and then I gotta go for work.
Personally, sounds good to me. I don't have work tomorrow, so.
All right,
Sounds
go ahead,
nice.
Chase.
I'm going to move as far away as I can. Can see what's up there, but yeah, you know. There's darkness up there, but I'm going to move up there somewhere. I'm going to move as far away as I can, and then I'm going to fire on the thing
There you go.
with everything. Yeah, I'm going to be like there. And fire with sharpshooter. So yeah. So does 21 hit? I guess it does. That would be 31 points of damage. And second attack,
Oh man, if that actually is polymorph,
26 points of damage.
I
26
doubt-
hits, sorry.
it's gonna
What
hit
about those con
concentrate.
saves, though?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Yeah.
And 22 points damage.
I mean, if it even gets there, it might
It's
kill it.
looking
Jeez.
rough.
Nice.
So, is it? I noticed that it's not dealing psi damage anymore.
No, it's only when I use charges.
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't want to use up the charges.
Oh, that's sad.
I only have 1 charge left, so
Mm-hmm.
Big sad. Got it. So we'd have to like coordinate
could
a
move.
little bit.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll move there. That's my turn.
At least it's a magic weapon, so it should bypass
Exactly,
magic
exactly, yeah,
resist.
yeah.
That's the bonus.
The real question is, does Rekid come back out of fish?
I hope
Hit him.
so.
If it's polymorph.
Oh, you're talking about for concentration?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, just hit the record. I mean, if he's a fish, he has like 1 health point, and if he used to 1-0, he gets it back to normal form.
Rekid is still a fish.
Oh man,
Sad
is an-
face.
That is impressive.
them con saves, yo.
It's just double checking. It's half of the damage, 10 at the minimum, correct?
Yes.
For each time it takes damage, yeah.
Yep. Just double checking. I wanted to make sure I was right
Yeah.
because this could be detrimental.
Yes, polymorph can be detrimental.
I was trying to say that more calmly than anything else.
I think it's
Reckon,
is it
every
Eric
time
has
you laugh, I'm just going to hear blub 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 blub. No, you're not a
Yeah, that
piranha.
doesn't-
You're like a little goldfish. Big
I was about to say that, like,
bubbly eyes. Onyx. Sorry for interrupting. Your turn.
Use your attack.
All right. Fortunately, the 13's a miss. 12's a miss. Wow.
Oh my
Went dumb by
God.
1 every time.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Reliable.
All the good rolls found themselves on the right side as you slash forward 3 times, unfortunately unable to find your target. Is that it for your turn?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Breckid.
I don't know what to do.
Splash attack.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
I'm pretty sure I have a 0 movement speed on.
Oh, yeah. You're just flopping around, buddy.
Oh my god.
Good
Can you
deer.
flop?
As
Can you flop in any
as he
given
flops
direction?
around a little bit, it's your turn.
Cool. Please allow me to check one of my spells. Let me see here. What would my average damage be on that? On a fail, it would be maybe enough. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You know, I'm not sure if I'll be able to kill it or not. So I'm going to go ahead and get to where I am currently, and then I'm going to Misty Step. One second, I gotta get my distance measure. Alright, so yoink. And then after I Misty Step, I'm gonna go ahead and Eldritch Blast twice on Fatty.
Definitely not fat.
Nick.
I would say so.
Oh my god.
10's a miss.
Alright, well, in that case, let's do this again.
Wow. This is
Damn.
way too much.
20's a hit.
Nice.
Damage is abysmal again. It's only 9 damage, but I can push it back 10 feet, which I believe pushes it into the area.
Just double checking. There's no save for it, correct?
Correct. No save.
Nice.
Ooh, that looks about half, if not a little bit more. Say it's in.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Roll me your 2d6 damage.
I'm sorry, I'm messing around on my character sheet. I have -6 spell slots.
-6 spell slot.
All right.
Ooh, 11. Nice.
All right, it's starting to pay dividends. If my attack rolls were better, it would work better, but I'll take it.
With appearing a bit out, seeing these blasts come, it will make its way towards you, Kadir.
Did it drop concentration by any chance, Kyle?
I will double check. It did not on the attack roll, but I will double check because of the or no, I guess not double, but do another check for the damage. Fortunately not, bud.
Womp.
Womp womp.
So, Kadir, as this one lunges forward, you'll see that it has quite a bit of reach. As it's making its way out of the darkness, you can see some of the trickling shadows still pulling away from some of the creature's snake's heads and its eyes. As it lunges forward, the first attack scrapes the ground as it misses you wildly. The second for a 29 to hit.
Oh my god. That's a big number. Alright, yeah, I mean, I eat the damage like a champ then, I guess.
Eat it.
Just
You will
give me enough.
take 12 points of damage as it slashes against your chest, breaking a bits of chips away from your Umber Hulk armor as you feel a bit of the unfamiliar sensation of physical pain. As it slashes, you'll notice that it begins to maneuver into a bit of a position around you, coiling around. It will attempt to constrict you for a 24.
Is that against AC?
Yes.
Then yes.
You will take 14 bludgeoning damage as you become restrained and grappled. You find yourself being squeezed in the center of this creature's mass, its long body as it wraps around you tightly. Then you feel your skin beginning to burn a bit more as you notice this bit of ooze seeping out from its scales. You will take 7 additional acid damage.
I'm getting nickel and dimed.
I need this one getting some kind of change.
And then with its numerous amounts of heads beginning to attempt to bite you.
Yay.
Oh my god, these actions.
26 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Many hits. Many
It's like
actions,
4
rather.
actions.
I know.
Take a hit.
Was that?
Not the actions, attacks. It's
attack?
different,
Is that
bro.
4 attacks?
I volunteer myself.
Yes. In total.
That's,
You will
That's
take
5 hits, bro.
38 damage as it bites into you with its numerous amounts of heads.
Yeah. I'm
holy
down.
ouch.
So,
Oh my.
volunteer myself.
Hey, wait a minute. What happened to the light coin when I polymorphed?
I was going to ask you to make me an intelligence check to see if you ate it, but anything on your possession just transforms with you, so it would disappear.
Well,
Unfortunately,
Oh.
well, I was going to say, don't delete it. I'll just put it on a GM layer.
Well.
But that's okay.
That's a problem.
Yeah, now no one can. Well, I can see him, I guess, but Kriv can't.
Yeah, you
Move
need to
that
take
to
care
the
of
GM
business.
layer.
Yeah.
This one will move up to you, Onyx. And as it lunges forward and being in a bit of darkness, you just more so hear the sound, seeing them a bit, but as the snakeheads miss you wildly, a 10 and an 11 on the attack. Krev, the light has dissipated. Thank you, Reckon. You find yourself in darkness.
anytime.
Isn't it bun funny? I guess not.
I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna have to transform into something that has dark vision then, because I'm. Yeah. Second. Good. That. Shit, I was not prepared to not have vision this turn.
So wait, I'm sorry. What happened to the Litecoin?
Wouldn't it just fall to the ground?
I mean, it was in my hand, so like any of my
Anything
other
that you're
stuff.
wearing or in your possession is shifted, so everything just turned to the fish.
So would he not just be a glowing
Oh.
fish, or?
I'll say he's slightly glowing, but so you can see it, but other than that, it's not much light.
All right. Shit. Yeah.
It's like the headlamp in Valheim during fog.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to shit. I was trying to turn into one of my new creatures, but they don't have dark vision. But I don't have one on hand, at least. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn into a giant spider king. And then which would
Who
give me
made
dark
you
vision.
king?
That's just the type of creature.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a king without a crown.
So I'm huge now, or large, sorry, not huge. And I would just move around. Let's see. What's my movement actually? 30. Actually, I guess I could just climb over because I'm big enough. 5, 10, 15, 25. And I would attack this guy here.
What sucks is I'm not even going to start suffocating until after 5 rounds.
Oh,
I don't think you realize what a problem that is.
Why did
There
that
you go.
not
You have control of the spider.
Okay, yeah, here we go. So I'm here. So 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
That's 5 piercing, and then he needs to make a DC 11 con save.
It's a 19 on the save.
So he takes
So
half
5
that, 7
plus
poison
half
damage.
is 12.
So, yeah.
All right. Anything else?
Is it?
All right. Trace.
I'm going to use my last charge of my.
Oh, I'm sorry. I almost skipped
Oh.
the enemy.
They don't need to go.
I guess not, but they will.
Damn it. I hope Onyx. How is Onyx looking?
I mean, at this distance, I definitely think it would be hard for you to tell.
Yeah, I don't even think my dark vision's that long, is it? No, I'm not. I have 90 feet. I guess I can't see that.
So, while the
Okay.
spider's fangs pierce into this one's back, it will still remain its focus on you, Onyx. The first attack is an 11 for a miss. The next one is a 23. You will take a total of 12 damage as this bite pierces into you, and you feel a bit of poison pulse through your veins.
I don't like.
And I'm not the one so far away.
Trace. Thank you, Kadir.
Okay, I'm going to. It looks very low. I don't know if it's take a chance or not. No, I'm not. I'm going to use sharpshooter. Fuck it. And not use a charge.
Well,
Watch me miss now.
it's paid off so far. I believe you got it, man.
21.
That's a miss.
No, it's not.
I know. I'm just. You're like, no, it's not.
30 points.
Oh
of
my
damage.
god, that dick bite. That's awful.
Is he still up?
Nope. That's enough to bring it down as yet another arrow pierces, this one hitting one of the other heads as you see it waver a bit and then slowly fall. you see this plume of dirt, that's dust, come up as some of it hits the ground near Kadir, releasing Kadir from its grasp.
Nice. What am I going to do? I'm going to move. I can't. If I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I see that up there? Can I see that guy?
Yeah, it's about in range.
So move my hunter's mark to that one and fire. And there's 2 seconds. That's wrong. And no sneak attack, of course. Ooh. 13?
Unfortunately, the 13's a miss, but
Whoa.
luckily, it was on this one and not the big one.
That's fair. And that's my turn.
I would like to point out.
I think I'm gonna need to clip that because it's like I'm just gonna title it one of the most rare events. Trace missing.
I rolled a 4 and a 6.
Yeah.
Just kidding,
Moonstalker
buddy.
is really, really good, by the way.
we have been very good at picking darkness when we fight, to be fair. That's just helped a lot.
Yeah, you guys have been able to position fairly well. Onyx, though, it's your turn. Fair lady.
Okay. Yeah. And then
I'm a
just
nat.
Double checking
Yeah,
which
fine.
one you're hitting.
in front of me.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Pretend I'm a child. Which one that's in front of you? The one down to the south?
Yeah.
Okay. 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Seven damage. It's another hit.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Just wanted to die already.
You have advantage. That's why that last one hit.
Ah! Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Scare.
Sorry.
Yeah,
excitable.
I was thinking, I was like, why is she holding on the damage? Yeah. But for sure, the 25 is a hit. So overall, what is that? 15, 24 damage?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And after you miss your first flurry of attacks against this one, or your previous ones, I should say, you gain your foothold, stepping down, holding your ground, and striking the enemy 3 times as you sink in, dealing quite a bit of damage, as this one is beginning to look quite a bit rough. Anything else?
No.
Reckon, as this one falls in a few moments time, just a couple seconds pass as you then breathe a bit of fresh air as the gills seal and you begin shifting back into your normal structure, having the full human anatomy once more.
I'm people again.
The only thing feels a little weird is that you're kind of just still flopping on the ground prone.
Oh.
But you can breathe.
Yay. Do I still have a shiny coin?
Yes, you do.
Okay, cool.
That's why I was hoping you didn't delete it, but
I did.
I know. But I'll re-add it.
Okay. I will use half my movement to get up, which leaves me 20 more feet of movement.
Whatever you do, don't make me touch myself.
Here comes some attacks. So, spear attack number 1.
You should have control, and then that should be the right distances, but you can double check for me.
Sure.
And your attacks will be at advantage.
Yeah, buddy. Did that? No, I guess it didn't.
16's a hit.
Awesome. Second attack. Oh, it's not working the way I thought it would.
That's a hit.
Awesome.
11 damage, piercing into it twice with the Umber Hulk spear. You sink in a couple of decent blows, and it's not looking well, to say the
Going-
least.
I'm going to use a chi point to use Flurry of Blows to hit it twice with unarmed strikes.
Got it. It's your fourth. Ooh, a natural 20 on the first one for 11, and then the next one, another solid hit for 7.
Yeah.
Bonus damage on that crit.
18 damage.
That's so
Basically, not a crit at all.
sad.
Sorry that it was a 1, but I've been thinking if we should do the improved critical where you get like max damage on 1, but my fear is that when Trace gets a natural 20 on his first attack, the enemy like is just dead. So
Yep. Well, as you have noticed, my damage range is actually not that big, because I have like
yeah, okay.
no, I mean like I almost always get like 30 damage, right? That's because my damage range is not that very big. It's very limited numbers. So actually not that good for me.
Debatable. Anything else, Rickon?
That's all I got.
Kadir,
All right. I'm
death
gonna
save,
give you-
please.
All right, but first, I'm gonna do that potato salad.
See?
It's one
Well,
pass.
when you use it right, it's there for you.
What's right and what's wrong? Would you mind telling me?
When you really need it.
Yeah, I really needed to have like this was like the goal of to design that staff. I've been wanting to do that forever. I really needed it.
Yeah. Oh, That's fair. I'll make it bigger next time for you.
Thank
That
you.
was-
That's
she
really
said.
kind of you. All right, Matt, calm down.
I mean, come on.
This one stepping down, looking towards the giant spider, will then reach out, and as the heads of the spider arms begin to move towards you, you will see them beginning to emit a hint of a greenish hue as they lunge out to pierce you,
Wait,
Mr. Spider King.
it has spider arms?
Snake arms, sorry.
I
I said
was
spider
like,
arms-
what?
I was just
Spider
really
arms.
excited to attack the giant spider
Yeah,
king.
yeah.
A 15. I don't know if that hits. I don't
Actually,
think so.
let me check. I think it does, but let me double check.
Spider
armor class
arms are
14.
so much more interesting.
Yeah, it's
that's
only
all I want to
14.
say.
All right.
Okay. You will take 12 points of necrotic damage as you feel your life being drained from you.
Ooh, spooky.
Wait, what creature just did this attack?
The one. Right, yeah.
I believe that triggers my sentinel attack.
Does
Within
that go
5
off
feet?
before
Yep.
or after?
Same time.
Yeah.
I desperately wanted to be layers in like D&D, like there's in like Magic the Gathering, for example, but there's not. So annoying.
Lightning cloud goes away.
Spider guy. Spider King, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn now. Okay.
Yep. I just have you on the GM layer.
Yeah.
Which one are you attacking?
The one on the right, because the advantage. Yeah.
Okay.
I
That'll hit.
rolled that. I rolled that sentinel attack, by the way, Kyle.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay, so that hits. That'll be 9 damage. As you hit it with the Umber Hulk Spear, stabbing it in the back as it drains a bit of life, you can see that the life that was absorbed seems to almost be negated. Krev, make your attack. 14 hits, and that'll be a con save.
Yep. 11 piercing, and
13 on the save.
so he takes 7 poison, so 18 total.
All right. That the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right, moving to this creature who will continue to attack Onyx. A 14 and a 15 as the fangs slash at you. You can hear them chopping, but both of them, the attacks missing as they just swing wildly around. And then unfortunately with that is where we have to call it as we make our way into round 5.
There's only those two left, right?
Yeah.
That's like 1 round, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's just
honestly,
finish it. Like, we can't really finish it out.
Can I see
within a
both of
decent-
them?
I mean, yeah, you can definitely see both of them, but Kadir is still unconscious.
Yeah. I mean, you could kill both of them there, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, I'll let those roll in.
The first one and the first one, obviously.
Okay.
And I managed to close my sheet for some stupid reason. So the first one is a good job.
30
Clear.
damage.
Oh, that's
24?
24.
All right, it's over.
Does it die from that?
Yep. That's
Okay,
one down.
The thing was a crit, right? So that should be a decent chance of doing a lot of damage.
I believe so.
Well, 18 plus 19.
37.
37, yeah.
Can you imagine an entire party of Gloomstalkers?
Oh my god.
Like,
And
everybody's just dark and
with that being
brooding
the
and
last
moves
one,
around.
how do you
Oh,
want to
yeah.
take it out?
Oh, just like the arrow between Ragged's legs for some strange reason. Like Ragged like does a flick and there's arrow between his legs. And it's like the arrow like splits in two.
Dope. And with you hitting the last one, killing it, brings us not out of turn order, but out of immediate danger and combat for the moment.
And I use my movement to move as close as I can to Kadir.
Okay. Moving us to Onyx.
Where's Kadir?
Up
Where's
there.
Trace?
There.
Well, yeah, none of you guys can see us.
We can't see them, is my point, yeah.
I thought they were up there.
Oh, I guess you can see 60 feet, right, Onyx?
Who's this fucking spider?
I guess Onyx can see me. No, Onyx can't see me. Never mind. I'm invisible.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that'd be a rough train, I guess. Right. Yeah. I want to heal. Oh shit. I want a healing word. Record.
I
Wait.
mean, Kadir hasn't failed any saving throws yet, right?
No, I haven't.
Well, I mean, I don't know if
So
there's
you're
any other median age. I have a healer's kit. I'm just gonna do that as soon as I can. I'm just saying.
Go ahead and healing word reckon.
So I'm sorry. What were you saying, Trace?
I'm just saying, I mean, unless there's a lot of danger around, I mean, you can't die, right? It's impossible.
It's not on. Let's just. I think we should just call the game here and then resolve this next game.
Yeah.
Personally.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I gotta get going to bed, so I'm not complaining with that. But on
Four.
that note as well, I mean, we'll just still remain in turn order, of course, but 4 health to Wrecked. And
Thank you.
just finish out Onyx's turn, and then we'll continue it next week if everyone's available with Wrecked's turn.
Sounds good.
I just did it though.
Thank you. Thank
Four.
you.
And then that's it for your turn?
I think there's a yes.
All right. Well, then that's where we'll call it. So, thanks for everyone that tuned in to watch the majority of the combat. Sorry that it ran a bit longer than anticipated. I personally was kind of expecting Trace to land a natural 20 a lot sooner. But no potato salad was called. So no potato salad was given.
Well,
But
I
with
did
that,
crit one.
I hope that each of you had a fun night. And we'll pick it up next week right here. I believe it's round 5. But we'll continue there. Anyone have anything to shout out?
I'm really
Yeah.
tired.
I would like to really call out the 64 damage I took in one turn from that queen snake. Really MVP right there.
Well, I would like to call out
Trace
this
dealing about an average of 60-ish damage a turn.
Honestly, if that queen would have just tried to find Trace, it would have worked so much better. Like he was like 50% plus
Oh, it
of
was.
the damage.
It was trying to find him. But
It was doing a bad job.
with Trace's stealth and being in darkness, it's a little rough to try to find him.
Oh man, it would be. I can't even imagine how annoying it would be to have like 5 Gloomstalkers in a party.
Yeah.
Well, just the sheer damage, although nobody would want to be like in melee unless you're being a melee ranger.
Listen, if everyone's dead, there's no one in melee.
Yeah.
But with that, I think what really made the battle a lot more intense and close was just the natural 20 from that Yan T, basically dropping Wrecked in that one attack. It was a bit more of a tactical movement after that part. But other than that, you guys, I mean, have killed a queen and a few of the others, and have found quite a bit of individuals inside of this temple-like structure. So, like I said, if everyone's available next week, we'll pick it up then. Other than that,
Sounds good.
everyone have a good night, and see y'all next time.
Take care.
See ya, man.
It